the hardest thing about my job, though, is that I think that because I'm an anime content creator, a lot of people expect me to have seen every single anime there is.
You was dealing with that yesterday and today.
And I'm like, y'all, I haven't seen it. Like, I'm sorry.
That's crazy.
I apologize. Like, there's people hit me with so much stuff. They're like, have you watched Frieren? No. What? I haven't. I'm sorry. Like, what do you want me to say?
Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Life with Anime Podcast, where you come to be entertained, find some escape and relief, and when we talk about the impact that anime has on your lives. We are your hosts, Family Man Joe.
And Mr. Music Major. How y'all doing?
Today we have a special guest, first special guest of the podcast, and so the man really don't need an introduction, but you know he's big time, he's special, so I gotta give him his flowers real quick. Nothing crazy. He's been a married man for almost 3 years now. Am I correct with that? 5.
Yeah,
Ooh,
yeah.
5. My bad.
No, you're right.
Oh,
3 years.
Okay,
3 years.
okay.
I was about to say you got time in the game.
I'm about to say, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Been married for almost 3 years now. He's got his own dance studio called HQ Dance Studio. Mr. King of G Fuel. Man, I ain't never heard of all these G Fuel flavors, but he got them all. He's famous on socials. I'm sure most of y'all that follow us definitely got to know who this man is. He's got almost 200K on IG, almost reaching near 735K on YouTube, 2.6 on TikTok, 2.6 million. Sorry, not 1,000 million on TikTok.
The stats are ridiculous.
The man is blowing up on Twitch here as well. We're going to talk about that a little bit. But
Twitch is fire.
Crazy.
Twitch is fire.
This is at least how I got introduced to. He coined this phrase, "Who the big three? We the big three," and I love it. Absolutely love it. By the way, the big three. One Piece, Naruto, and Bleach.
Let's go, baby.
We're not getting into that.
And Dragon Ball Z, according to some of Joe.
We're not even going to entertain the nonsense. We ain't going to entertain the nonsense.
The man himself, Mr. Tracy Allen, bro. Appreciate you.
What's up, everybody? Thank you for the killer intro, man. You gassing me way too much, man.
We tried to, bro. You big
way
time,
too
man.
much.
You big time, bro.
Wait a minute.
We appreciate your time, your presence,
We're not
taking
going
out
to
the
sit
day.
here and say we gassed you. Like, do you see these stats? Like, these are facts.
Listen. It is what it is.
Gassing me, man. I'm just trying to play my role, do my part, trying to catch up to some other people, man. You know,
hey,
putting the work in.
Bring us along with you.
Appreciate you, man. No, I'm happy to be here. Thank y'all for having me. It's a long time coming. It's your birthday this month, right, Joe?
It is my birthday this month. It is my birthday.
Hey, yo, Joe.
Well,
Joe,
actually, by the time this comes out, my birthday would have passed. But
okay, right.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, Joe. When is my birthday?
Shh, hold on.
That is wild, Joe.
Bro,
Wow.
You put me on the spot with this. You know what's crazy?
Mans.
Yeah, bro. The thing is, bro, we've done this so many times. I'm bad with birthdays, bro. I'm bad.
You know what? I'm gonna have Joe's back right
birthday.
here, man. I'm super bad with birthdays too. The only birthday I know 100% is my mom and my wife. That's it.
Listen, I know my wife, my 3 kids, and that's it. My mom's, I play with my mom's every time. But P, here we go.
Bro.
Shot in the dark. June. I know it's June. That's what
Yes,
I know.
sir.
I know it's June.
Yes, sir.
21st.
No. It's in the
Dang.
teens.
All right.
It's in the teens. 15. June 15th. Let's go. You know what I'm saying?
My man.
There you go. There you go.
Okay.
There you go. There we go. You know what I'm
You
saying?
got it. I'm not as bad as me, man.
Bro,
Not
I'm
as
bad.
bad as me, then.
I'm bad. Like I said,
No,
my wife,
he's bad.
I got my 3 daughters, and you know sometimes I forget my own. I had someone remind me it was my birthday one day. Like I'm dead serious.
Jeez.
Came downstairs and someone said happy birthday. I'm like, oh snap!
You know
It
what?
is my
It's
birthday
just-
today.
You're just locked in.
I'm
to
locked
life.
too much.
That's
You know what
all
I'm
it is.
saying? Too much
That's
going
all
on.
it is. I get my brother's birthdays wrong all the time. I get it confused with 2 numbers. Like my brother's birthday. Hold up.
There you go.
It's either January 8th or the 11th. I don't know why I get those 2 confused. It's
That's
one of
funny.
those though. I couldn't tell you which one it is. I'm pretty
You
sure
got
it's
the
the
month
11th.
right. You got the
I got
month
the month.
right.
I got the month.
You know what I'm saying?
You know?
So
When everybody
get the-
starts planning birthday plans, then I know. I'm like, oh, okay.
Okay. That's what I'm saying.
That's what it is.
I forgot it was Valentine's Day here soon, and I was like,
Jeez.
it's coming up though. It's coming up, so I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, I had to like put in like the flower thing like a week in advance because I learned early that if you try to do it the day of, that's
taxing.
not pay. That's not
They tax you. Oh.
Forget the taxing. You won't get a delivery.
No, you won't.
No, you won't.
You won't. I'll tell you what, though, if you need a last-minute gift, this is not sponsored, by the way, but the Million Roses is like those roses that last like 3 years, 4 years. Yeah, you can order the day before. You have to pay a little bit of an extra fee. I think it's like $20, but they'll deliver like at like 9 a.m. the next day if you need them to. You just put in the time. It's crazy. It actually works. I tried it out.
Yeah, my
know what they're doing.
My sister's boyfriend like got some of those, and she was like ecstatic. So no, absolutely,
They're awesome.
Let's get into it. So, what actually? Oh, come on now! Don't. Was that a hard
This man act like he don't talk to hundreds of people every day on Twitch. Like, come on,
bro.
Hey, look, I'm only human, man. I got nerves.
I got you.
You know what I mean?
All right, it's cool.
I got nerves. You know. What's up?
So
what we got? What we got?
So what actually like got you into anime? What or who got you into anime? And second side of the question is, what was the first anime that got you hooked and you was like, yes, I am an anime fan for life?
Word. Well, I gotta give credit where it's due. I gotta give credit to my older brother, whose birthday I don't know. I gotta give credit to him because I think when I was like 7 years old, well, I was always into Pokemon, but I was also into that because of my older brother. Yeah. But we used to play like Dragon Ball Z, Budokai against each other like all the time, and we really loved that game. And then we were like, okay, like there's a show for it too, and I would watch the show with him, but I wasn't really. Like, I didn't know that it was anime at the time, just like I didn't know that Pokemon was anime at the time.
Yeah. Many of us like that.
Yeah, exactly. I thought Pokemon was just a video game, and I just enjoyed playing it on the Game Boy. Leaf Green, Fire Red, all that stuff like that.
Pokemon Yellow.
One of the best. One of the best games.
I'm old, but y'all keep talking. I'm old.
Hey, Pokemon Yellow is goated, though. My favorite is Pokemon XD, though. Gale of Darkness on the GameCube. That's the best Pokemon game.
Yes. Yes, bro. Yes. So many memories with that.
Pokemon.
So many memories with that.
So many rage quits. Couldn't figure out where to go.
Especially as like a young kid. And if you were to go back now, you'd be like, bro, why was I stressing over this game?
Bro, just crying out of pure anger. Just like, tears coming down, But no, I really had like my. You know how people have a coming to Jesus moment? I'm gonna call this my coming to anime moment. It was when I was like 13, 14, I want to say. I had seen little snippets of like Naruto when I was younger, and I would watch it on like Toonami. You know what I'm saying? When the robot would come on and talk to people, be like, yeah, it's time. It's time. That's when Bobo was out there
Big
too.
Shout out to
Bobo, yes.
Bobo, baby. But when I was 14, I was like, I remember this show Naruto. I actually like wanna watch it in full. And Naruto was actually the first show or anime that I actually watched from beginning to end all the way through. Okay. And I caught up to Naruto like somewhere in the 4th grade Shinobi War, because I think Naruto ended in like 2015, 2016 or something like that. Somewhere around that time.
Probably.
Yeah. Somewhere around that time. But that was the first anime I watched all the way through, and I caught up to it weekly. And I was like, okay, now that I'm caught up to Naruto, and now that I know what anime is, I want more of this. So Naruto was like my coming to anime show. Okay. So I would say Naruto technically, but the first that I kind of watched was like Pokemon and Dragon Ball Z. But Naruto was my gateway anime. Which is why, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So Pokemon and Dragon Ball Z were the first, but Naruto was like what got you hooked. Like this is my show. I need to get into anime more often. Okay.
Exactly.
So does Naruto hold? And again, I'm pretty sure this is like. Obvious thing, but I'm pretty sure Naruto holds like a special place in your heart. I just want to like, and I'm not finna like.
P,
Joe,
don't
why
do it.
you breathing hard?
I'm sorry, my bad.
Uh-oh. There's some tension here.
No, because Joe pretty much knows where I'm probably about to
I'm gonna just preface this too. He's got the hoodie on, right? He's got the hoodie on. But go ahead, P. Go ahead, P.
Honestly, I was finna throw the hat on too, but I remember Joe was like, "Hey, yo, get another hat." So I unmatching in everything. I just decided to throw another hat. But anywho,
got the Capsule Corp with the Naruto hoodie. I see it.
Right. Just gotta represent. Can you accurately assess, even though it's like one of your like favorite animes and it got you into anime, could you still like accurately critique it? I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Naruto definitely had like some misses, specifically with Naruto Shippuden's ending. I don't think that anybody really was feeling like the Kaguya moment and all of that, like that kind of hurt. And the pacing did slow down quite a bit. They could have gone a little bit faster with the Fourth grade Shinobi War, I will say. But I do still believe that like Naruto is a masterpiece. I don't think that there's really any perfect anime out there. You know, every anime is gonna fall short somewhere, whether it's pacing, animation, fight choreography, character development, you know, or there might be animes that have a little bit of everything, you know, but like no anime is gonna be A+ in every single category except.
Oh, he's not gonna say
One Piece.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm gonna say One Piece.
One Piece is perfect in every way, Tracy.
Perfect. Every way.
That
pacing.
One Piece is
like
pacing is trash.
No. I got a saying for you. It ain't the pacing, it's your patience.
I knew
that's what it is. That's what it is.
Let me tell you how hard that will preach. So I have Sunday school in the morning, and I'm going to figure out a way to slip that in. That is good.
Oh my gosh.
Do it, man. It ain't the pacing, it's your patience. Now, there are some animes that have really slow pacing for no reason, I will say. You know, sometimes it's just like, okay, why are you dragging this on so long? For example, Hunter x Hunter is my third favorite anime of all time, right? They did not need to spend that damn long on the stairs. They didn't. And I understand that, you know?
There you go.
I'm with that, and I get it. I still think Hunter x Hunter is a masterpiece, but they messed up in certain areas, you know? But One Piece, the patience is necessary. It's so necessary. So I think that One Piece is probably like the closest to a perfect anime that we're ever going to get, in my opinion.
This brings up a myriad of questions for me. Number one, because Joe, first of all, Joe would say, go ahead, Joe.
I was gonna say, P, if you about to go into this whole Hunter x Hunter thing, let's wait because I have that scheduled in already.
No, I wasn't. I was about to, but I wasn't. But I do have like that was going to be some of my myriad of questions. But now I'll just leave it to one question.
Okay.
Because I know Joe would maybe disagree to some certain extent. Joe is a Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood fan, and I guarantee, would say that this is like the masterpieces of all masterpieces, and there are no mistakes that are to be made.
The most, if there's a mistake and you want to find it, like you gotta dig, bro. It ain't like no like obvious mistake. Now we know again. We gonna leave that at that because that's also a topic for later. So we gonna leave that. We gonna leave that for later.
But I will say really quickly. What do we, and even to you, Joe, what do we consider like a masterpiece? What is the definition?
That's I feel like that's really tough, you know, because we are. Well, I'll say this: like there is the average consumer and people that will just, you know, like watch anime, you know, on an average, like might watch like one a month or two or whatever. And then there's actual like artists that watch anime, people that really like live this stuff. And I'm not even like speaking about myself. I think that I am like in between of an average consumer and like an artist and stuff, but I'm not sitting here like writing manga or like writing shows or anything like that. You know, there's other people that are doing that. So I would go as far to say like every anime is a masterpiece in its own right, but it really just depends on like your preference, like what you really feel when you watch it, because some people will feel certain things when they watch Fullmetal Alchemist that I might not feel. Some people will feel Naruto certain things when they watch Naruto that I might not feel. You know, I have certain animes that I watch like 6 episodes and I'm like, I just can't do it. It's not for me. It's not hidden. You know, and other people will be like, that is a 10 out of 10 anime. What are you talking about? You know, so it really just varies from person to person. I don't think that we have an exact formula on like what a masterpiece is, but I do think that there's certain things that every anime has to have and at least be good at a few things. Like if you're not good at character development, okay, you got to be good at story progression. If you're not good at story progression or character development, you got to have some killer animation and some killer fight scenes. If you ain't got neither one of those, you got to make me cry somewhere. Like it's all of that, you know? So it's so many different things that can make an anime a masterpiece, but it really just varies from person to person. And there's certain animes that I think has like all of those categories in spades, which is One Piece, but you know, whatever. I think Naruto's got all of them too, but One Piece is doing it. It's just facts. One Piece is doing it better. I can't deny that.
No, for sure. I will agree with the One Piece definitely doing it better than Naruto. I'm not a Naruto hater like Preston is over there.
Whoa! Can we,
bro,
no, we need to clear the air. We need to clear the air.
All I'm saying is, before you clear the air, I have like 7 videos that I could pull from of you hating on Naruto.
Naruto cash grab. That's why we got all of these episodes for nothing.
So,
with
that being said, go ahead, clear the air, P.
Okay, we need to clear the air. I am not, nor have I ever been a One Piece hater.
Not One Piece. We know you love One Piece.
Excuse me. Naruto hater. First of all, the definition of the term hater is something that is just not in my vocabulary. Like, I don't hate on anything. I would say I critique, and I think that is the issue that a lot of us have, is because we consider it a top 5 or top 10, we can't accurately critique an anime. Do I think that Naruto is good? Absolutely. Are there a lot of issues? Yes. If we go with Naruto Part 1, that is a 9 out of 10.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm!
Like, that is a slammer. Like, there aren't too many of anything that is wrong.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm not even gonna try to cut you off, Preston. I want you to finish your thought, brother. I do, but I think Naruto Part 1 is a 10 out of 10. I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. Part 1 is 10 out of 10 for me.
I was being lenient, but yeah, no.
Listen. Hey Tracy, the fact that he even said 9, I'm shook. I'm surprised.
That rattled me a little bit, just a little bit.
But see, I guess if you know, like, my background of Naruto, like, you would understand. Like, a 9 out of 10, like, it's rare that I give.
9 is good. 9 is good for me.
Like,
9 is really good.
And especially if I'm giving it to Naruto, which, again, Naruto is like
See?
Part 1. But I'm not hating.
You showing your colors, man. You showing your true colors, Preston.
I'm not hating. I'm just saying. So, again, Part 1, 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10. Like, it is damn near perfect. When we get to Shippuden, there are so many issues. We was just talking, and I was just talking to my boy V. Shout out to V. Naruto Shippuden has so many issues. We're not going to talk about the fact that they threw away all of their side characters. We're not going to talk about the fact that 40%. Oh, we can get into that.
Let's not use
just about. Okay, we won't use definites. We won't use definites.
Yeah, there you go.
Just about all.
Just about all. I will say a good.
A significant amount. You heard Tracy's tone right now.
Again, we're talking talking side characters. We're talking 40 out of all of the 100% of Naruto Shippuden, 40% was filler. Craziness. We also get the whole thing with Kaguya. We get the whole thing with Zetsu. Like, we all know, like, that was just like a misfire. We bring out an evil villain that necessarily wasn't mentioned ever, and now she's here.
Agreed. I totally agree with the ending. I think it should have stopped that Madara.
Absolutely. We also get the fact that now, because and I get it, they did bring in the the thing to where they were reincarnated, so I get it. But Naruto and Sasuke are way above anybody else's strength, that nobody is useless or can be used except for useful. Thank you. Except for Might Guy, who even then could not beat the baddie. Gave him a heavy blow, but there were only literally 2 people. Yeah, you can throw Kakashi in there, but Kakashi, we only got DMS Kakashi for all of 3 minutes.
I would say that Sakura is pretty useful.
No. So first of all, I am a Sakura stan. So I agree. I agree. Mm-hmm. But if we're talking about in the grand scheme of things, how she stocks up with Naruto and how she stocks up with Sasuke.
I have a question. Are you diving like into Boruto, or are you just talking about like Shippuden?
So this is a little bit of both. I'm not even going to lie. This is a little bit of both.
Okay.
But I will say
I have a request.
I was about to say I also feel like we're getting a lot of Naruto hate when you said you weren't a hater, but go ahead.
I'm not a hater. I am just critiquing.
No, critique is fine. Critique is fine. I just want to. I have a request when it comes to Naruto. All right, can the cutoff be Shippuden? Can we not
I'm
go
with
into
you, 'cause
Boruto?
I haven't even watched Boruto.
We can talk about
I watched a little
Boruto
bit,
separately.
but, like,
Okay,
But
great.
can we just in-game Shippuden? Or what?
Absolutely. So even if then, because I got a little bit above myself when we were talking about like Naruto and Sasuke not being touched, but even in Shippuden, in Sasuke and in Naruto, bruh, they even pretty much said, Sakura, we gonna cut you off. Like, you get none of this. Like, let's go ahead and let me get you like a soft chop to the neck.
Yeah,
And
they had a score to settle. You know,
And I get that, but even then, do you really think Sakura could hold her own between them two at the end of Naruto Shippuden? Yes, she's useful. Yes, she's the top, like, she is the top female ninja. Could she hold her own against them two? That's a hard sell.
I think that we could debate that a little bit, just a little bit. Do I think that Sasuke would win, or not Sasuke, Sakura would win against either of them? No, she would not. Do I think that she can keep up with them in the end game? Yes, and I'm only say that because of one thing. That's that 1,000 healings technique.
I will step back.
That thing is OP as hell.
It is.
But you also got to keep in mind that when like the I'm trying to remember what it's called. What was the three called again? The three signing. The three-way deadlock. When the three-way deadlock got reformed through Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura, when they all like stepped up and they made their summonings and stuff, Sakura was playing a hardcore support role there, and she summoned like the slugs and all of that, and she was basically doing what Tsunade did back when Pain infiltrated the Hidden Leaf. Now, we don't see this, but just imagine if Sakura, instead of playing support, was able to focus all that chakra that she was using and spelling out of herself for an offensive or a defensive role against Naruto and Sasuke. And also keep in mind that Sakura is good against Genjutsu. She displayed that in the original Naruto.
In the Chunin exams, yeah, she broke it. Absolutely.
Yeah. So Sakura ain't just to be trifled with like that, you know?
And I am not saying that. Like, honestly, at that time, Sakura is top 3, top 4. But what I am saying is between top 3 and top 4 and between top 1 and 2, levels start to split. She can absolutely be top 3 and 4, but 1 and 2 are way up there.
Way ahead.
Yeah, there is a bit of a gap, I will say.
And
a bit of a gap.
P, let's move on before we just spent 20 minutes on Naruto.
Wait. I wanna defend the side character thing just a little bit.
Okay,
let's go.
Just a little bit,
Go
know,
ahead.
because you're saying that they threw away all the side characters, and I will say they definitely like fumbled the bag with Rock Lee. They could have like went more into that, and I also think they fumbled the bag with Neji. I don't know what happened there.
1,000%.
So I don't like
know
it,
what
but I don't think they fumbled the bag. They could have killed him in a better way.
No, they just fumbled it by not showing him enough in Shippuden, period.
Oh, absolutely.
Like he didn't really get like no real playtime like that. I think he did like did he even go on the Gaara retrieval, the Kazuka? I don't think he did.
No, because they got stopped by
No, he did. But they got stopped by like their doppelgangers or something like that.
They got stopped by
Yeah.
their double gang. Yeah. And cause whatchamacallit had to fight Kasame. So
Yeah, so Neji didn't get enough playtime, but there are some side characters that did get a lot of development in Shippuden that I think people are discounting. One of them being No, I'm gonna throw in Might Guy. We didn't really care too much about Might Guy in Naruto, but in Shippuden,
we talked.
Yeah,
okay, but I listed Might Guy.
Also, Shikamaru had a lot of character development from Naruto to Naruto Shippuden. Homie went from being with a drag to I'm gonna go ahead and lead the charge on everything and give everybody commands and tell everybody what to do.
Agreed.
Ino, who we thought was useless in Naruto, played a pivotal role in the 4th grade Shinobi War through helping with communication. Now, that's a major support role there.
That's
you know.
Yeah.
Also,
that's use. That's definitely some use.
I'm holding my fingers just so I can like name some side characters. Okay. Naruto Shippuden was able to make us feel things with a character that we knew close to nothing about. I'm talking about Asuma. Everybody felt that death right there.
Yeah. Okay.
By the way, my favorite death, I cried multiple times. I cried.
Right. Okay. And that is a side character. I wouldn't even say that's a side character. He's like side.
Yeah.
But would we agree that because Yes, Asuma. And first of all, Asa is my favorite Jonin. Like I'm not like even when I was playing Naruto, Shippuden, Ninja Storm 2 online, that's who I'm using. I'm slicing.
He got hands.
Yeah, I'm slicing. But would we not say? And again, because you brought up Shikamaru, would we not say?
I'm gonna put her in there.
Yeah. Would we not say?
She had a moment. She had a very, very awesome moment.
She had a particular moment. She
had two moments actually. She had two.
We are, and this is, I think, before I even get to the Asuma thing, we like do moments, and I'm not saying throw away. I still believe, even though they had moments, I enjoyed Tenten's moment because the fact that she's fighting those two demons and like she is actually one of the ones that like can use the ninja tool, and we already knew that Tenten was a ninja tool expert, which they kind of like got away from. Like amazing. Again, I think, and maybe it's more so the pacing for me. Because I feel like you tried to like throw all of that in really quickly. Like none of them, for me, the side characters were fleshed out enough. Like I wanted to get a little bit more. Even with Asuma, no, he was not a fleshed out character. We got like bits and pieces from him. But I think that his death, more than anything, was a reflection of like what Shikamaru was feeling. I think we all put ourselves in Shikamaru's shoes. Nothing against Asuma, but they did not do anything with Asuma. That was more so Shikamaru that we were feeling for.
But I think like with anime though, we also have to remember this. Like there's not really many animes that you can name that have like side characters that you really, really care about a whole lot. Or that, okay, I'll say animes do this. They give side characters moments. There's a reason they're side characters. They give them side moments and make you care about them quickly, and then they move back on to the main story. And Naruto does that really, really well with a lot of characters. You care deeply for Shikamaru. Itachi is also not a main character. He is a side character, and everybody loves that man.
Who loves that man?
I love that, man.
Yeah, stop, P. We already know. P don't like Itachi. Long story short, P don't like Itachi. Before we even let him go on a rant, but you talking about doing side characters or side characters very well. I know it's a show we talked about on your last stream that you haven't watched yet. P, do you know what I'm about to tell him that he needs to watch? We both have talked about before, side characters that we love, like even the bad guys. Bungo Stray Dogs.
Oh, 100%.
Okay. Yeah, that's on my list. I
know it's on your list. They do side characters very well.
And here's another thing. I think this anime is so mid-tiered, but what they do with their side characters are extraordinary. Black Clover has amazing side characters. I think Black Clover as a whole is very mid-tiered, but their side characters, absolutely phenomenal. I actually enjoy most of them more than I do Asta.
I need to go back and watch Black Clover some more again. It's been a while, but I might have to agree with you. Uh-oh. Tracy got something to say, it looks like.
You think Black Clover is mid-tier?
Ooh, I didn't want to open up that.
Can you define mid-tier for me real quick?
We
Just
ain't
like
even,
on a scale from 1 to 10.
Question number 2 yet.
I'm sorry. All right.
Honestly,
go ahead.
Oh, don't worry.
What does that mean on a scale from 1 to 10? What is mid to you, like 7?
Honestly, and I put out a video about this. No. Mid-tier, honestly, which again, I think we hear the word mid and we like go off bonkers. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it's okay. Mid-tier is literally like a middle of the road. It's a 5, maybe a 6. That's it. I'm not putting Black Clover at a 7.
I think Tracy had to understand too with Preston. Okay. And you'll see it when our first episode drops. We talk about something like quality mid, basically. Like shout out to boy O and our boy Brandon. But it's
quality
not
mid.
Quality mid. Like not every show is going to be great or even very good or really good, whatever you want to say.
I agree. You can't just do that.
So mid is that like next level to where it's like I enjoy the show. I'm not saying the show is bad, but I'm not like saying it's really, really good.
Yeah.
I think obviously the perception we have of the word mid, like he was saying, like it's like we hear mid because mid became an insult for a lot of shows.
Right.
When someone says your show is mid, you ready to fight. But I
Yeah.
think when P says something is mid, you have to understand that he's not saying it's a bad show or trying to insult the show.
Okay.
So
I can respect that. I think that's a true definition of mid.
So a 6 from 5 from Preston is not necessarily like a complete shot. Now 5 is a little low. It's hard to get something to 5 for me.
Hey man,
5
look,
is
look.
low in my opinion. But I understand P enough to know that that's not what he's not trying to throw shade.
The way
at the show.
that I see it is like this, man. Look, if you taking a quiz or a test,
5 out of 10 is
you got
fail.
10 questions. 5 is an F, brother. You got a 6. No. You got a 6 in California. That's a D.
That's a
in
D.
Georgia. That's a F.
In college, it's a D as well. But here's the thing, and shout out to Anime Sunday, shout out to Jared. What I consider trash, because again, and I think Black Clover is better than this, but what I consider trash is Fairy Tail.
Fairy Tail, yep, there it is.
Whoa.
Yeah, bro.
Whoa, brother,
Yeah.
you wow.
Yeah, listen,
All
I knew
right.
y'all was going. Let's reconvene. Let's take a
go
step
back.
away. Let's take a step back. We're gonna take a step back, y'all. We apologize. We'll take a step back. I'm sorry, Tracy. I'm sorry. Welcome
it's
to Life
okay.
Within the Podcast with Preston. Welcome.
With Preston? Wow, so you just throw me away.
Pressure, we're gonna call you pressure P. Pressure Preston. That brother applying pressure.
Let's hear more about Tracy. Tracy, tell us a little bit more about like how you got to where you are now, like the journey of becoming a content creator, deciding to become a content creator. You didn't initially start with anime content. I did some digging. You know what I'm saying? One of your first ones I saw before you did anime content was you were telling me, tell me you work at a restaurant without telling me you work at a restaurant. I died
man.
laughing. Yeah, I did some digging.
I actually got a chance to see that, yeah.
Yeah, some of your first anime posts was you guys started getting consistent on TikTok in like mid-July 2021. I saw your Tanjiro rap in February 2022.
Rap breathing, form 1. I done perfected all of my breathing, so if you a demon, you know that I'm scheming and taking your life. After last season, I don't need a reason, so if I pull up, I'm taking your wife.
And then you had When Weebs Meet on YouTube in March 2022. So like just tell us a little bit more about. I try to do my research, bro.
By the way, if Tanjiro could rap.
Hey, you was spitting bars. I'm gonna get to that
Thank
a little bit
you.
later too. I'm gonna get to that a little bit later too.
Because again, Tracy, I've been following you for like a good minute on a couple of other platforms. So like all of this stuff, like I remember. But like if Tanjiro could rap, I was like,
Yeah, I was the first. I did my digging and research, and that was the first time I saw. I was like, okay, Tracy got some bars.
You know, I was playing that little bag right there.
Yeah.
A little bag.
But man,
That's
tell
crazy.
us a little bit about your journey. What the content creator journey in general? What made you start wanting to post on TikTok and stuff, and then what made you want to go the anime route and start on Instagram and YouTube and all that stuff, man?
First of all, I want to say that I'm thoroughly impressed with your research, brother. All right, I forgot
I
that I made that
had to
video.
do my boy justice. You know what I'm saying?
Applaud you for that, man. Honestly, I think that I have to give credit where it's due. I kind of tell my like origin story of where I actually started like making videos. But first I have to like credit my my in-laws, my mother and father-in-law, Sandra Mua and Francis Mua. They heavily encouraged me to get on TikTok, and TikTok was my starter platform. I was one of those like anti-TikTok people, mostly for one specific reason. Like, like you said in the intro, I own a dance studio. I've been dancing since I was like 14, started dancing in the church, and then I segued and took my first hip hop class. Which I actually
Tracy, we go.
taught,
Yeah.
I did. I mime danced.
Yeah, I could tell.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. You
Absolutely.
know what I'm saying? I was in there. But
Absolutely.
my wife taught a hip hop class when I was 18, didn't know her at all, went and took her class, fell in love with the hip hop genre of dance and started studying it through there.
Messing with the
And
teacher,
boom, boom, boom.
okay.
Hey, she's only 2 years older than me, all right?
Teacher is wild.
I wanna put that out there.
No, you good.
She was 20. I was 18, okay? We're 2 years apart.
You good, bro.
But yeah, so like I had a really, really like deep love and appreciation for dance, took classes in LA from like some of the best people you can think of, Kinjas, all of that. And I really, really cared about it. So when like TikTok came out and people started like, like going off and doing these TikTok dances, and people were like, oh, this is dance and stuff. And like my little siblings would like show me this stuff, and I would be like, what the heck is that? Like, what what are they doing? You know,
The
I was hating
TikTok
a little
trend
bit.
dance versus the authentic actual dance.
It honestly reminded me of, like, I don't know if y'all seen the video with the lady was like, "This is hip hop," and like she does.
Oh
like,
my
all
God,
of
I've
the-
seen it.
like,
Yes.
I've seen it, man.
Yes.
I have seen it. I have seen it, you know, and like, you know, shout out to the people that do the trends. There's definitely no hate there anymore. But I will say, initially, I was hating a little bit. I was hating a little bit, you know.
Hey,
I was a little
you
bit
wasn't
curious,
alone.
you know.
You wasn't
I'll
alone.
admit I have grown from that situation, and I respect y'all that do your thing, you know. Go off, do your thing, get your gigs, and get your money, you know. Do you? That's what's up. I love it. I'm here for it. But I was very opposed to TikTok at the time, you know, and they were like, hey, like, just get on there. You really, really care about your craft. If you want to do dance stuff on there, then, like, do your own choreography or do trends that you actually think the choreography is, like, good and it's legitimate choreography. So I did, like, maybe, like, 2 or 3 videos. I think I deleted them. I don't think they're up anymore.
They weren't up anymore.
Yeah, see, because I cringed myself out because I was like, oh, like, I really don't want to do that. And I even did, like, some trend where you, like, walk in slow-mo, and I was like,
Yo.
that's,
Oh, yes.
ugh.
Yes. I know
Yo,
exactly
that
what
was
I'm talking about.
huge on
I
TikTok.
cringed so bad at myself, and you will not find it. I swear to God.
I'm saying, I did some digging and I ain't see it. I ain't
Yeah,
dig deep
I
enough,
was-
maybe.
I was just like, nah, I can't do that, you know. So then I was like, you know what? I don't want to do that. My in-laws got me to be on this platform. I want to do something else. And then I remembered back when I was like in middle school, me and my best friend Dom used to make like little YouTube videos together. And I was like, wow, I really enjoyed doing that back when we did it. Let me go ahead and do that. And then I had like things that I was experiencing, like being a server at a restaurant and like dealing with like customers that want to touch my hair for some reason, and it's like, you know, I never liked that stuff, and I'm sure we can like all you know connect on that and
connect
stuff.
on that
Like
a
I
little bit,
hated it, you know, and I was just like, oh, I don't like that, or like certain types of customers and all that. So I would talk about that stuff, and I was like, okay, I enjoy making this. And then I was like, okay, actually, let me go back to like my childhood and like talk about what it's like let me like make comedy out of like little tidbits of trauma, not like harsh trauma, but like little trauma, you know, like the time I fell into a cactus from the top of my house, like that. I did.
I saw that. No, I saw that one.
Jesus.
Yeah, I fell into a cactus, and I was like, let me just talk about that, you know, or like black household rules and stuff, like don't touch the
that was
thermostat
great.
and stuff like that.
Hey,
you know,
don't touch it.
Yeah, so I was like, let me just do that, and I really, really enjoyed it. I was having fun with it, and then you know, somewhere along the line after doing that, we grew to about 500K, and I was like, okay, I don't want to dive too deep into the well of my life because some stuff just isn't meant to share, and I was like, okay, I felt like I've shared enough of the things that I can spin into comedy. I really, really love anime. Let me put like my own spin on that and put like my own perspective on that. And at the time, I hadn't seen any anime content outside of King Vader and RDC World. So I'd only seen like them that were doing it. I wasn't hip to like my boy Blaze at the time, who I love. That's my boy. Or anybody else that was like doing anime content. So I was like, let me do this. And then I posted a few videos. Those went like incredibly like viral. And then anime TikTok started popping up, and I started discovering other anime content creators, and I was like, oh, other people do this too, like, oh, that's pretty really cool, you know. And so that's kind of like where my journey kind of like took off, and I decided that I want to stick to anime because I was done sharing like the stories of my life. And if I want to, like, I can now if I want to like share some new stuff, because obviously it's been some years, but I'm really enjoying like this anime stuff, and I have a passion for it. I love it.
I don't want to say like scary or frightening, but like, how was it like changing your content up? Because I know even like for content creators as a whole, like sometimes we don't want to get too boring, or we don't want to get too like of like doing the same thing, but also like we want to give like people new fresh stuff, new different things. But you like changed up to say like, I'm going to do dance, I'm going to talk about my personal life, and now I'm going to do anime. Was there like any apprehensions of you like changing up your content?
If there was, I didn't care, and I don't care now. I think that I haven't always been that kind of person, because I used to be like a really, really like insecure. I say like a lot, by the way. It just gives me time to think. So if you hear me say
good.
like 28 times, yeah, I just did it again.
You're good.
Then yeah, it gives me a moment to think about what I'm saying. But when I was a kid, I was very, very insecure because I was like a chubby dude and people used to make fun of me and stuff like that. Like, not that there's anything wrong with being chubby, but kids are freaking mean, you know? So middle school, elementary school, I always got made fun of all the time. And I really grew like thick skin from it. Cause I like to say that getting made fun of is not okay. But for some people, it can either make you or break you. And when I say it can make you, like you can build tough skin from it and resilience, or you can be on the other side of things that nobody ever wants to enter into. You know, and for me, it built thick skin for me. So I learned, like, I don't care what anybody thinks about me. I care about what I think about myself. And I'm going to do what it is that I want to do, as long as I'm still respecting people around me and I'm not harming anybody, and as long as I'm proud of what I'm doing, then that's all that really, really matters to me, you know? And then also like my faith, you know, I have no shame about being a Christian man, you know, so as long as what I'm doing is... Thank you. As long as what I'm doing is pleasing to God, then I'm good, you know, and I have people around me that'll like check me on stuff too, which actually brings up a topic. Like, I wasn't a PG-13 content creator at first, you know. I would curse all the time, and because I thought it was funny, you know. I was like, okay, like these little words like add a little bit of flavor to the skits, and they make it a little bit funny, you know, drop a F-bomb there and stuff like that, you know, or drop a B-word there or whatever, you know. But my mom actually was always like, you don't even talk like that.
Of course it was mama,
Yeah, it was like my mom, you know, and of course, like my in-laws too. Like it got to a point to where the people that are in my inner circle, like my family and stuff, were telling me at different times, and it took like months for me to actually be like, okay, I do need to go PG. But different people tell me at different times, like, bro, you don't even like curse that much in like real life. Like, why are you doing that? You know? And I was just like, I don't know. I just think it's funny. And like, I did curse, you know, and I'm constantly working on myself. Even to this day, like I slip up every now and then and drop a curse word, you know, but I try not to. And I try to like make sure that I don't use those words, just because it doesn't really represent me. And I feel like it doesn't really represent the Lord that I serve in the best way possible, you know. So everybody telling me that, and I finally was like, you know what, okay, I'm just gonna make the total switch. And let me tell you, God started opening doors when I did that. We're not trying to get into like Christianity and stuff.
We here for it,
but,
bro. We here for it.
You know, I'm just saying, like that's what I mean by like, as long as I am proud of it, then I'm good. I will switch up no matter what, as long as I'm happy with what I'm doing, and as long as I ain't hurting nobody, I'm good. I'm good with me, and I'm good with God, and that's what it is. You know?
Hey, bro. Love it, bro. Love it.
You know what, man? I like that resonates with me so much. Like you said, one, like you have people in your corner that will check you. Like if you start getting like crazy and you start, hey yo, this ain't you. Like you might need to like kind of. But then on the flip side, to where you say like, if God is pleased, like that is all. Like I like. That's really all that matters, and we hit on that in Sunday school like last week. So like I don't want to say like things are like really confirmation for me, but like some things are absolutely confirmation for me, which is like there is no compromise. Like you don't have to try to do what the next person does to like get your things out there. Like you do what is for you, you do what is pleasing unto God. And like you said, I promise you, and I've seen it, that like dude will open up like a window of blessings and will start to pour and pour and pour that you won't have like room enough to receive. I don't want to get into like Bible either, but like that was like that was really good to me. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah. And I will say too, just to add on to like your question, Joe, you know, or P, with like if there was like apprehension with certain stuff, you know, I know that people don't necessarily like to read their comments sometimes because they're like, oh yeah, there tends to be negativity in there, and some people like to read it and some people are neutral with it. I actually enjoy reading my contents. I get a little bit of a kick out of it. You know, I have a lot of fun, you know, and I see the negative stuff, but like I said, like I think that my childhood, I just built a lot of thick skin, you know. So was there apprehension with me switching from like black facts to anime? Yeah, of course there was a little bit, but I'm just like, hey, like this is what I want to do, and I would love for you to still be here for it, but if you're not going to be, then okay. I understand too. Thank you for supporting me up to this point, and many blessings to you,
God
my
bless.
brother or my sister. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the support base that I have now on Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, I feel like it's a really, really genuine one. You get your bad apples here and there, but I will honestly say that like 95% of my comment section is positive, and I love it. I love to read it. So that's just kind of
and
my little
to
spiel.
I was gonna say, to that too, like you saying 95%, like I think a lot of it comes with, especially someone being so genuine, authentic as you are. I've obviously seen you on your Twitch, and the atmosphere that you want to create and try to create, the positivity that you want to build. You didn't even take steps on your Discord because stuff was getting out of hand, and you're like, this is not what I want to be a part of. Yeah. When you're that genuine and authentically a good person, a great person, someone people want to actually see succeed, you're going to have haters, but majority of what you have is going to be people that want to support you. And so I think that speaks a lot. You saying like 95% is all positive. I think that speaks a lot to you as a person, as a man, as a follower of Christ, and just the kind of content you create, bro. So I just wanted to applaud you for that as well, give you your flowers.
Thank you, man. I appreciate
absolutely.
it. Twitch is a new thing that I'm learning to navigate.
Yeah. I was going to say
you
Twitch.
Be closing out with prayer, and I'd be like, yes.
Your Twitch, I was gonna say your Twitch was the next
to.
thing I want to talk about, because obviously you mentioned before. I can't remember if you mentioned it to me personally or like if this was you mentioned any Twitch, but you were talking about your growth in Twitch and how it used to be like you used to have 3 views, and the 3 views was you, your brother, and your wife was your 3 views. To now you constantly have 100 people at least in your Twitches for however many hours that you're constantly doing, two streams a day for those 4 days, 5 days a week that you do it, bro. Like, tell us about that journey, I guess, a little bit as well, because I think you got like 30 plus K followers.
We just hit 35K.
35K.
Like
there you
3
go.
minutes ago, I think.
There you go.
Yeah,
35.
like an hour ago.
So there you go. A couple thousand subs on there, man. Like, talk about that journey a little bit.
Well, we're going to talk about you then, brother. We're going to have to talk about you, because let me tell y'all, man, we ain't going to let this man Joe slide, because he be coming in there dropping bombs.
This was not for that. I ain't trying
he coming in there dropping
Joe, but
bombs,
I'm not
man.
even finna sit here and lie. Like, I pulled up Tracy's and I was like, Joe, God.
Nah, Joe, let me don't let this man Joe fool you, man. I ain't gonna put his personal business out there, but let me tell you, Joe is a big supporter.
All right,
Joe's a very, very big supporter of the Twitch, and I appreciate Joe tremendously, and we have this thing on my Twitch right now called the 3 pillars, and Joe is one of them pillars.
Oh, he is.
He is, man. We got a lot of amazing support,
bro,
too.
You
like,
got
we have
so many people in there that support you. It's crazy.
There's people that come in and they'll drop like a 10 gifted, 20 or whatever, like sometimes every day or every other day. It's multiple people that'll come in and really, really like support the Twitch. But as far as like the journey with Twitch, yeah, man, I used to stream to myself, have my phone open, and my wife and my brother, just to try to get Twitch affiliate, which I think is like a common thing that a lot of people do at the beginning, so it's not like some crazy like miraculous story or anything like that. But after I got like a little bit of a TikTok following, I was like, all right, let me like try to tell people that I'm over here on Twitch from TikTok, and it worked a little bit, but then I kind of learned like, oh, TikTok doesn't like when you promote yourself too much.
No,
don't. Yeah, they don't enjoy that at all. You will get shadow banned, brother. So I'm like, okay, there's got to be a way to go about it, but I was able to integrate enough people at that time, and this is like early on in my TikTok situation where I'm at like 500K and such, and I was able to get a good amount of people in there to where I would have like 40 people in there viewing. I think that was probably like the max I hit, and I think 1 month we hit like 300 subs. So I was like on top of the world with that. I was like, oh, this is awesome, like I'm growing and all that. But then YouTube came around for me, and I started growing a platform there, and I was like, okay, I want to try to stream over there. And it was like what I had on Twitch, but like times 3. And I was like, oh, this is phenomenal. Like, I really, really love this, and on YouTube, I would have, the first YouTube stream that I had kind of blew me away because like 300 people tuned in, and I was like, whoa, that's crazy. But of course that number dropped because people just like want to click on it real quick and then click
see
out,
what's going on, and get up
so
out
like,
here,
Yeah, so like on average, I would have like 60, 70 people in there. But, you know, the support, they don't do subs. They do like channel memberships. So the channel memberships I think I got close to like 1,000 one month. And I was like, oh, this is so sick. Like, I love this, you know. But then, and I always give credit to God when I say stuff. God opened up a new door, and, you know, Twitch directly reached out to me. I won't get into the intricate details of that. But they were like, hey, we see that you have like this awesome anime following. You're a good anime content creator. We want you to get over here and not game. We want you to just talk about anime and like build a community over here. And, you know, the contract was only 3 months. Again, I won't get into the details of the contract, but within those 3 months, we were able to build such a strong community that I was like, okay, contract is over. I'm staying over here though. Like, I'm not gonna leave. And a lot of the people from YouTube did migrate over there to Twitch, and we were able to build an awesome community there. And I really think like 6 months in is really where it solidified, in like December, either December or November, where we had got like over 1,000 subs. We had like 1.5 subs, and I was like, yeah, this is home right here. Like, this feels good. And we started, you know, adding like mods. Like Joe is a mod on my Twitch. We have other mods
Joe
on there too.
Come on, Joe.
You know, so whenever Twitch is in there, he's quick with the almighty hammer,
Hey,
man. He's
listen,
like,
bro.
hey, bro, you got to get out of here. You got to go.
People be tripping, bro. People be tripping.
I do.
Like,
Yeah, but,
we
like,
can't have that.
Man, Twitch is, I won't even just say Twitch, just live streaming in general is kind of like my favorite place to be right now, because I really get to have like genuine interactions with people, and it's growing organically. You know, it's a slow, I say slow growth. It might be fast, because I don't know everybody's Twitch journey.
I was gonna say this. I've seen some people that constantly have. I think it speaks to your community. I think it speaks to the kind of people that you have in your community, again, which also then speaks to you as a person and a content creator. But the amount of support and love that you get, I see people who have way more people in their chats than you do, and you have astronomically more subs and communication and engagement in yours. And again, I think that speaks a lot. Not shouting like dissing anybody else, but more speaking to like your community and you as a content creator. From the short period of time that I've been in there, I think you've done an amazing job.
Yeah. Go ahead, P.
No, and I think I wanted, because I keep hearing community, and I just want to like even piggyback off that a little bit more, and just maybe you have like more clarity. What is the difference to you between building a community and building followers? Because I think there is a heavy distinction between the both.
Yeah, I mean, you know, on TikTok and Instagram, the label is followers. You know, that's the label that people get, or that you yourself get when you follow somebody, is, oh, you're a follower of this person. I personally, there's two sayings that I don't really like, or not sayings, I guess it would be like terms or ways of like labeling people that I don't really like. One that I don't like for myself, and one that I don't like for the community. I don't like the follower label or the following label, because I feel like, at least for me, when I follow somebody, it's because I genuinely want to support that person. You know, I genuinely want to watch your stuff. I want to drop a like. I want to share it or whatever. You know, to me, that is a supporter. That is not a follower. You're not following me. My dog follows me. You are a human being. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And you are here to support me. And hopefully I can support you too, or provide something of good value to you, whether it's a laugh or something like that. But either way, you are a supporter of mine. And to me, just like cutting off that follower label and being like, oh, you're a supporter, I think that can make a major shift in what builds a community and what builds followers. Because like Joe said, like, and this is no diss to people, but I also see it too. You know, on Twitch, some people will have 1,000 people watching at once. Some people will have 10,000 people watching at once. But people are just like lurking and just watching. You know, there's not really a whole lot of action going on, and they're just lurking. You know, but then you come over to like my stream, and it's not just my stream, I've seen this with too. I see it with some of my other fellow content creators who actually are building a community. Like I'm gonna shout out one of my homeboys, Tyrone. I rate his stream all the time, and he doesn't get more than like 60 or 70 people viewing his stream. And then one day he hit like 4,000 subs, and I was like, bro, that's because you're actually like engaging with your people and like you're talking with them and showing them that hey, like we're both human at the end of the day. Like I'm not somebody on this high pedestal. I have a really cool job, yeah, but I'm not somebody on a super high pedestal. I'm just like you, and you're just like me. I bleed like you. We breathe the same air. Let's talk to each other and let's kick it, you know? But I will say this, though. I do treat my Twitch community like you're coming into my house. So I got rules, you know what I'm saying? Take your shoes off at the door, you know? Something like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So there are rules, you know? Don't come into the house talking all crazy, but you know, as long as you can respect these rules, then, you know, there's respect on both sides and stuff. And then there's another label that I don't like. For myself, it's cool for other people, but I just don't like it for myself. I'm not an influencer. I am a content creator. And I think that there is a vast difference between the two. And I'm sure that there's a better way to like break down what the difference is, but I'll just give you like what my opinion is on the difference. Influencers, one, that label alone is you influencing people to do certain things. You know, like you want to influence people to buy something, you want to influence people to try something and something like that. I'm not sitting here trying to do that, like, at all. Like I do have a product that I represent and stuff, and like if you want to buy it, like, cool, like that would be awesome, and I'll tell you why if you want to know about it. But at the end of the day, like, I'm sitting here editing on my laptop 3 to 4 hours a day in order to make somebody laugh. That's content creation, when you have to sit there and dive deep into an edit and actually like craft your skill and hone it. You know, that is a content creator. You know, if you can just throw your phone up somewhere and record and upload without any editing or learning any new skills, and you don't actually have to hone anything, then I'm like, okay, that's kind of like influencer, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
That's totally fine. It's just different. It's very, very different, you know? So like a lot of the times, like, people will like refer to me as a content creator, and I don't necessarily care too much, because I know people don't mean harm, or refer to me as an influencer, and I know people don't mean any like harm by it, and I don't sit here and take it offensively, like, how dare you call me an influencer, you know? But it's just something that when I have genuine conversations with people like how I'm having right now, I'm like, oh yeah, like, I'm a content creator. I'm not an influencer.
You'll never refer to yourself as an influencer, but you won't necessarily like stop people from, you know, necessarily saying it to yourself unless, No,
yeah, because I have to understand that it's a general term, and people don't necessarily know the difference between the two. You know, I have to understand that. But if you talk to other content creators, they will say the same thing, and they'll probably define it differently and put it into better words than I can. But I think that all content creators kind of feel the same way, you know?
For sure.
I went on a tangent. I'm sorry.
Bro, no, you good.
No, you good.
You good. Because, I mean, the whole point is just talking about your content. Yeah, you're literally right on track. Like, obviously, you want to know more about your content journey. And I think we got a little bit more as well. We want to find out about that as well. But you're right on track. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
But yeah, even to talk about that, like, what are some of like the joys and the because now you are a full like content creator, like, this is what you do. What are the joys of it? What are the difficulties, and how do you maneuver through those types of things?
And I'll even throw just a little bit more in there, because obviously you have the dance studio, right? So it's not like you kind of have those two things are what you do.
Absolutely.
That balance of what you do with content creating and being a dancer.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you for throwing that in. I appreciate that, man. I think
Tracy got moves, y'all.
Oh no, brother.
I
saw the mime. When I saw him dance, I was like, this brother.
We're gonna talk about that too a little bit. But
I know a mama when I see it.
The mime videos are still up too. I think my mom uploaded them on YouTube. They're on her YouTube too.
Oh, okay. we gonna need the link for that, by the way.
Oh god. I'll have to ask you for it. But you know, there's a lot of joy that comes with content creating. You know, for me, it's not super difficult to have this big of a following, I guess, because I think I understand like the role that I play, and I also stay in my lane, you know? Like, I'm not I don't try to touch up on certain things that I might not be educated in. You know, I'm not going to try to, because I understand that my voice has an impact on some people, you know, and I understand that if I say something wrong that I might not be educated in, it could either hurt somebody's feelings or lift somebody up, you know. So I try to be like very, very careful in that sense. Whereas I think that like sometimes, and I don't really have any specific names, but sometimes I think people gain like this following and they're like, oh, I have 1 million followers. I can say whatever I want. And then they just like go out and they say like whatever and like, oh, their opinion is gold. Like, this is my opinion. Boom. It matters.
Yeah.
And it's like, yes, your opinion does matter, but also understand the position you're in. And what you're saying is reaching 1 million people. So like, be careful with that. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes silence is golden. You don't have to speak on everything. You don't have to speak on every single topic because you can really, really hurt some people, you know? And I think that that's why I don't find difficulty in it, because I'm like, what I'm here to do is make you laugh, bruh. That's all I'm here to do. I'm not here to dive into anything super duper educational or political or nothing like that. I'm here to make you laugh and all that. I'll talk to the people in my inner circle about personal stuff if I want to, or other topics and all that, and find enlightenment in other ways, you know. But I'm here to make you laugh at the end of the day. That's what I want to do, and I want to provide an escape from a harsh reality that most of us have, because let's be honest, it's not easy living in this world. Like, it's getting harder and harder by the day, by the week. You know, new things are happening, crazy things are happening in this world, and it's tough out here. You know, so you need a good laugh. You want some positivity. That's what I'm here for. You know, I'm gonna keep it real with you too, but you know, and if you need prayer, I do it on Twitch. Talk to me. Send me a message in Discord. You need some encouragement? I got you. You know, but don't come at me with no controversial topics, because I will ban you. I will. I really will.
You ain't got to do that no more. I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
And you.
The other pillars, we got you on that.
Yeah, and it's just like, I don't know everything. I really don't. I really understand that. There's people that have the job of knowing everything, you know, and a lot of times they get it wrong too. You know, they get a lot of stuff wrong and a lot of things that we disagree with, and then sometimes they get things right, you know. So I think that people just have to stay in their lane. It's okay to voice your opinion, you know, but when you are in a specific position, you have to be very, very careful with your opinion, you know, and just understand the power that you hold. Not to say that we're these almighty powerful people, because we're not. At the end of the day, we are just human beings, just like somebody with 0 followers and somebody with 2 million followers. We're all just human beings, but still, like, your reach, you have to understand your reach, you know. So that's why I don't find it super duper difficult. I have a lot of fun with what I do. I love talking to people. I love when people send me messages. I might not respond to everything, but I love when people send me messages and say like how my videos brighten up their day and how they were going through a hard time, but now they smile today because they watched like 3-4 of my videos. I love that. The hardest thing about my job, though, is that I think that because I'm an anime content creator, a lot of people expect me to have seen every single anime there is.
You was dealing with that yesterday and today.
And I'm like, y'all, I haven't seen it. Like, I'm sorry.
That's crazy.
I apologize. Like, there's people hit me with so much stuff. They're like, have you watched Frieren? No. What? I haven't. I'm sorry. Like, what do you want me to say?
And not only, I think people don't really understand how much anime there is to watch. There's
a lot.
Because I could also turn it back on you. Like, I haven't seen that show, but have you seen this show?
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm like, I haven't seen every anime, and I know dang well, unless you are a legitimate otaku, you ain't watched every anime yourself. So like, let's not go there.
Let me tell you something. I got checked the other day. Let me tell you something. I realized what my position is as an anime consumer. I realized that there's average consumer. There's 3 tiers, and I didn't know this until about 2 weeks ago. All right, so I'm about to drop a bomb on you. Okay,
I'm excited.
You're ready for this?
Come with it.
There is the average anime consumer. All right, these people watch anime. They know of anime. However, they're not quite a weeb. You know, they might not go to conventions, but they enjoy watching anime from here to there. We can call these the DBZ fans. All right, right here is a weeb. This is where you're open to pretty much any and all anime, and you'll watch it when you get to it. You'll go to conventions, you might cosplay, you're gonna have fun with it, and you're able to hold an anime conversation clearly. Then there's the anime purist. These people have seen damn near everything. You can't stump them on nothing.
Nothing.
Their top 5 will surprise the hell out of you. Because their top 5 you ain't never heard of before in your life.
That's an anime?
Yes. Yes. Oh my God, bro. Like one of my cousins, my cousin-in-law, I was talking to him the other day, and I was like, yeah, man, like Naruto's one in like my top 5. He was like, really? Have you seen like Blu-ray cripple back something? I don't know what he said, but I was like, what? What are you talking about? And then I started he started naming a bunch of animes I've never seen. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to try to stump you real quick. I was like, have you seen K? And he was like, yeah,
oh,
I can tell you everything about it.
Let's
I was like,
go.
K is
seen
good.
K?
K is good.
I was like, okay, let me just go like super duper abstract then. You seen Rosario plus Vampire? Yes. You seen Sekirei? Yes. Oh my God.
Oh, you went in.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Bro, I was like, have you seen Shuffle? He's like, yeah, I can tell you everything about it. Read the manga too. I was like, dog.
Oh my gosh. Hey, he was
Shuffle
went in.
is good though.
Shuffle's good.
Shuffle's good.
I have not seen Shuffle.
It's pretty good. It's pretty
The
good.
fact that you named K surprised me because I'm like I didn't know many people had seen
I was about
K,
to say
and
the
I was
same
like,
thing.
K's
K
good.
surprised me.
K's
K
good,
is
bro.
great. I think actually that was one of the shows I got my wife to watch with me. Not that she enjoyed it, but she was sitting there next to me while I watched
It's
it.
super duper abstract and a little hard to understand.
It is.
But like it's beautiful. Like the
It's a great
artwork
show.
in that is
Yeah.
See, and then again, and even to piggyback off that, like I said, I am like now a romance anime junkie, and I could probably name 10 romance animes that probably nobody has ever seen or.
I love it.
I ain't seen them. You already know I ain't seen them. So,
But Joe, you're doing good.
I'm coming
You're
around.
doing
though.
good.
I'm coming around. I'm trying.
I love
I'm
a
trying.
good romance anime, man. I watched
Sign of Affection.
No, haven't seen that.
Okay.
Haven't seen that. But I watched My Dress Up Darling, which has a ton of fan service.
I
It
watched
does.
that. I
It does
watched
have a
that.
ton of fan service. I will admit that. But if you're like, mature enough to look past that and actually watch the show for what it is, it's pretty good.
No, it's pretty
freaking
good. It was a pretty good.
I
show.
watched it with my wife, man. We love it. We're waiting on season 2 together.
No, absolutely. For this girl to accept a dude that likes to paint, don't like, come on, bro. Like,
Yeah. No, it's a good show. My Dress Up Darling is a good show. So I guess you know what, Pete? I've seen 2 now. My Dress Up Darling and A Sign of Affection. There you go. I don't know what got me
doing your
into
thing.
My Dress Up Darling, but I have seen that show.
hey, yo, have you your line, April? I got to get you on your line.
Haven't seen it yet. Haven't seen. Wait, isn't that a movie?
The piano one. The piano.
It's
no,
the
no.
it's
You're
the
thinking
piano
Your Name.
violin.
No, no.
You're thinking,
Oh.
It's the
Okay.
piano violin. It's a like music driven, but definitely heavy on like the
I've heard
romance
so much about it.
slash slice of life.
Yeah, I wanna watch more romance animes. My wife really enjoys it. I really love like watching them with her. It's so fun. I actually have a question for y'all real quick. Have y'all seen? I forget the creator of these films. But like Your Name, Weathering with You, and Suzume. Yo,
Okay, so weathering with you.
wait, y'all know the creator, right? I'm drawing a blank on the name right now.
I'm bad with me and P have stated before we're bad with names, but go ahead, look
Joe,
it up, P.
Joe, you're
Well,
better
I know
than
that
me.
those
Yeah.
3 are all created by the same person. It's like a
Yeah.
trilogy or something like that. I think Your
Yeah.
Name was first, Weathering with You was
You-
second,
and then Suzume just came out.
Suzume was I just saw Suzume like 2-3 weeks ago. I was super late to it, but I saw it when
I
it,
haven't
like,
seen it yet, so
It's good. It's good.
I've
it's
heard
solid.
really good things, but
Yeah, it's a very solid anime or movie. Anime movie.
yeah, anime movie.
Weathering with You is the best one. I'm gonna go ahead and put that out there. That is the number one. That is my number one favorite anime movie. Actually, I will say.
I will
love
butcher this
Weathering
name,
with You,
so I'd rather not say it.
Well, just put it
I
in
was gonna
text
say-
on the screen.
I was-
When
yeah,
it
I'll
comes
put
up,
it
put
up.
it
You
in
know what?
text on the screen.
Makoto Shinkai. Makoto Shinkai.
So
That's
I got the
writer.
last name, but
Something like that.
That's
Yeah.
the writer. So Makoto Shinkai is the writer for, at least for Suzume. That's what I looked up. I just looked up Suzume.
Nope, it's with Weathering with You as well as Suzume,
Okay.
Your Name. There's one. Oh, The Garden with
Yeah.
Words.
Yeah.
I haven't seen
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
Yeah, Makoto Shinkai. Yep.
Okay. All right. Word. Well, let me tell you, man. You ain't seen Weathering with You.
I haven't
you
seen it.
gotta-
So
Weathering with You
I'm not gonna lie. I haven't seen any of those three. I know, like, they're all like on my. I have a long list of things I need to see,
Same.
and all three of those are on my list.
Same.
Joe, man,
Same.
Joe,
I am a weeb, not a purist.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying. You know, the purists are crazy. I think that people expect me. I meant to go back to the question, but I think people expect me as a content creator to be an anime purist. But I also have to, like, you know, tell people respectfully. I'm like, yo, like, I love anime, and I'm like, I'm down with it. I do watch anime every day. I do, maybe like 1 episode or 2 episodes a day. But like, I got a wife. I got a business that I run.
That
I
you
got
missing
to
right now?
You know, I'm missing my wife right now. She out there.
missing her right now. Saw her
got-
an hour ago. He missing her. Nah, it's
Hey
good,
man,
bro.
hey, I love my lady. You know what I mean?
nothing wrong with that.
You know, but also I got content to make, and I stream too. Like I also gotta have like just downtime, like with the family, you know. And like the family don't always want to sit back and watch anime. Sometimes they want to go out to dinner and they want to kick it. You know, they want to play games together or whatever. You know, they want to have actual conversation and not sit there and like watch something on the screen the whole time. You know, so it's like I don't got time to just like watch like 6 animes a week. I just don't. Like, I'm gonna get to it when I get to it, you know? And it's gonna happen probably when I'm on a plane, to be honest with you. That's probably when it's gonna happen. You know, that's
on the plane to
animes.
Momocon.
Y'all
Working on it.
Working on it.
Oh, working on Momoka? Okay.
Working on it. Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you
Trying to
something.
figure it out.
Y'all are great. Y'all talk about catching on a plane. I be at work trying to catch up on stuff.
PB at work watching anime.
He said, "Yeah, let me take your
Like
call real quick."
people will come in and be like, "What are you doing?" And I just flip my phone down like nothing. What do you need from me?
Talking about, I ain't gonna lie, I did that as a server a few times when I was a server.
Really?
Nah, yeah, for real. On the slow days when ain't nobody coming in, bro, I be on the line, phone, one earbud in, just watching. As soon as the manager come around, what's up? How you doing? You know?
Yeah.
Being there
All right,
watching.
let's transition a little bit. We got a couple more questions for you. Favorite anime character and anime character that you relate to the most. The character that you relate to can be someone in the past, like, you know what I'm saying, back in the early days. It could be someone that's very recent. I always say this, but every time that we've talked about this in the beginning, Isagi from Blue Lock was like the character that I kept saying, man. Yeah, I know you like Blue Lock, but like that's Isagi was like the character that I've always said that I relate to since starting the podcast. So you don't have to go super far back if you can't or can't think of anything right away off the top. But a character, I guess, a character that you relate to a lot, and also your favorite anime character.
I think that I would have to combine the two together.
Perfect. That's perfectly fine. If they're the same, that's great.
Yeah, and like, you know, even though I said like earlier, like One Piece to me is like the closest thing to being is a masterpiece. Naruto holds a special place in my heart. Just his main character story, like that's my guy right there. You know, it's something about somebody that can overcome adversity and not care. Like I said earlier, like I grew thick skin. Naruto grew so much thick skin with the village, everybody hating on him, talking bad about him, being scared of him, not wanting to work with him or do anything with him, not wanting to be friends with him. But then he found that small group of people that he was able to like connect with at some point, you know, and it happened organically with him being himself. He didn't try to kiss anybody's butt. He didn't try to, except for Sakura, but he didn't try to kiss anybody's butt outside of her, like Sasuke, Shikamaru, nothing like that. You know, it all happened organically, and he overcame struggle with the most positive attitude. Like, did he have moments of sadness? Yes, you know, sitting on the swing alone and stuff. But when he was in front of people, like, he was strong. He was like, I don't care what you think of me. And I was like, that was me. Like, you know, I had to build that thick skin. And Naruto didn't just come out the womb with thick skin, you know. Yeah. He would cry and stuff at first, but then he was just like, no, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do me and forget what everybody else thinks. I'm gonna dream big. I'm gonna say that I can do this, and I'm gonna accomplish it, and I'm gonna show you. And I feel like I am very much that same way. You know, like I don't really care if people tell me that I can't do something. I'm like, I will. Eventually. I'm not going to do it on your time. I'm not going to do it on your standard. I might not accomplish it quickly, but I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get to it at some point. And when I do get there, I want you to remember this conversation we had. You know? I just want you to remember it. Even if it's in like 3 years, I want you to remember this conversation where you doubted me. And then, you know, I'm not going to rub it in your face or nothing. I just want you to see it.
Yeah.
You know? I'm not gonna come back and be like, wow, look at this. Like, I'm not gonna.
Hey, remember when you said something? No.
Look at me now, because I also want to remain humble, and that's something that God would want me to do. So, I'm just gonna do what I do. I'm gonna tuck myself in my corner, play my role, do my thing, and then you'll see. You'll see. So I love Naruto, man. Naruto's the guy. That's the boy. That's the boy. Now you're the Hokage, man. What you talking about? Come on, man.
Did everything he said he was going to do.
Everything he wanted to do.
Did everything. Everything. And he got a Hyuga. What? What? Waifu for laifu.
I just always thought, and like I have had like TikTok crucified me. I honestly think Naruto should have ended up with Sakura. Okay, we can move on though.
Oh no, we can't. No, we can't.
We
can't. That would have been the most ungenuine relationship ever.
I don't necessarily.
No, bro. She confessed her love. Remember?
Man, she.
Oh, come on now, Joe. That's messed up.
No. Because that was when I tell you, like,
She had good reason.
Sakura was like a character that I didn't necessarily love. I don't necessarily. I have been on camera stating that Sakura is useless. I don't truly hate Sakura like that much. But when I tell you I hated Sakura for that moment, like I could not stand her after that, bro. Like, that was terrible, bro.
If you
that was
look
terrible.
at the reasoning, I understand.
Nah.
And on top of that, you have to realize that they are still like 14, 15.
That's okay.
They were 16 in Shippuden.
16, excuse me. Okay, 16.
This is also the same girl. It's also the same girl that bashed Naruto for being an orphan to the orphan that she
Okay, so we're going to talk about an 11 or a 12-year-old. Like Tracy said, kids are mean.
I'm just saying.
They say mean things.
She was mean.
Especially if you're trying to impress
Sakura
somebody.
mean.
Like people will
Sakura
say,
was mean. Right.
Sakura just won't mean. There were a couple of people that were mean.
I'm gonna put it to you like this.
You was too focused on being mean to Naruto, not really like you was also being mean to dude that you had a crush on.
I should have
Come on now.
Kept my mouth
look. In Naruto, they was forced to grow up quickly. You know what I'm saying? You got kids going to war, dying, kids stronger than the adults. You know what I'm saying? They get tried as adults in that show.
Yeah, but that mentality still is. They still wrestle with that mentality of a 12-year-old. Yeah, you might have to be in adult situations, but when you are in child situations, I guarantee you will revert back to being a child.
I got you.
I agree.
I'm just saying it was a moment that I didn't enjoy about Sakura. That's all.
I get it.
I didn't like that moment either. You know what I'm saying? And Hinata, she got stabbed in the back a lot from my boy. 6 black rods in the back.
Literally.
You know what I'm saying?
She showed it.
I will say that point though. At that point, I knew for a fact that like Hinata was.
We understand.
No, and y'all need to stop because I don't get why y'all are here. Like I'm trying to move the conversation to something else, and y'all still like keep counting in the back.
No, what's the name of the rods that what were they called? There's a specific name for them. I forget what they was called. But pain,
I don't remember.
Anyway.
You know, the things that sap the chakra out of you.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't do nothing.
Exactly.
She put her life on the line for that man.
She did.
For real.
She's a ride or die, bro.
Ride or die.
But that's when
she literally almost died.
That's when
basically.
I mean, that's when I realized.
No, she did almost die. Yeah, actually, not even basically, factually. Yeah,
like
she
the
was
fact
this close.
that Naruto raged out, I was like, okay, Naruto like cares a heavy deal about this. Now, my only pushback is I wonder if he would have raged out if it would have been anybody that he cared about.
I think he would have.
For sure. If it was any friend of his, for sure, he for sure was raging out.
I don't think it was a matter of love in that moment for Naruto. It was a matter of love for Hinata. But for him, it was just like, oh, this is like my friend. This is somebody I care about. Like if it was Shikamaru, if it was Lee, if it was anybody, he would have flipped his switch.
And that's why, again, I just have a hard time trying to put them together. But
Hinata put the work in.
She did. I think what Pete's trying to say though is very one-sided. Because even I was like, okay, because I watched this during college and I was like, okay, they had the little moment with that, whatever, and then all of a sudden we flash forward and now they're getting married, and I'm like, what transpired in between?
Y'all watched The Last, right?
Yes, and
Okay,
here's,
no, I didn't.
And,
And maybe
here's,
that's why. And maybe
and
that's why.
here's
I'm bad with watching.
You gotta
movies.
watch it.
I'm
That's
so
their
bad watching
origin
movies.
love story.
You do,
Okay.
and but that's why like I am just not a fan because y'all dumped that on us. Y'all dumped something that I don't think that necessarily was supposed to be B, but y'all made this into a movie and y'all dumped it on us. Like Joe said, it was very
Or-
one-sided.
Or they were foreshadowing it until the movie.
It took a long time.
Okay.
You really think
Took a
they
long
foreshadowed?
time.
Now,
You got Hinata with the medicine that she was giving to Naruto and not Kiba, her own teammate, at the tuning exams. You know what I'm saying? Kiba was getting carried away on a stretcher, and she was
I
like,
get it.
"Naruto, here you go."
I just think
Forget
it's
that guy.
one-sided. I just think it's
know what I'm
one-sided.
saying?
It was more
Also,
so Hinata for Naruto.
I agree, but that's just because Naruto's an idiot, you know, and
Facts.
we see that he's a little dumb.
No, because
He's a little-
I think
little dummy.
I think he had the hots for Sakura. So I'm not
'Cause
going to
he's
say
an idiot.
he's like incredibly dumb.
He's
Did
an
he,
idiot.
okay, did he actually like Sakura, or was he just competitive with Sasuke?
No, I think he actually absolutely likes Sakura. I think he absolutely
You
likes
think
Sakura.
so?
Oh, absolutely.
That's a.
You watched the last, right?
absolutely.
You watched the last.
I did. And
Do you
again,
remember
that is
Sakura's
why
conversation with Hinata?
and that is why that is why I do not like the last, because it is very contradictory to what happened in the past.
Is it contradictory, or are these women just showing the womanly intuition that they have? Women have a different kind of intuition that
Now,
we
you
don't
know
have.
I'm not
You know
finna,
what I'm saying?
finna say nothing against woman intuition. Now you're putting me between a rock and a hard place.
I'm just saying. I'm only speaking on like Sakura and Hinata's conversation, right? They had a conversation where Sakura was like, "Oh, Sakura verbatim said Naruto just wanted me because he was in competition with Sasuke."
Do
She
not
said in the
believe
movie.
that. Yeah, and I don't believe it. I think that's very contradictory.
I believe
JC,
it.
like it was said, so it's true.
No, I believe it because people do that in real life.
Oh,
They
no, for
really
sure.
do.
People really
like,
do.
Like people legitimate do that. People are like weird like that, and they're just like competitive, and they're like, I bet you I can get her. It's like,
even
bruh, chill.
before we got like
bet you
really
never land.
even before it got introduced to Naruto and Sasuke's rivalry, and I may be wrong, Naruto still likes Sakura before
But they've been-
we
but-
knew they had
but-
like
They've
the
been rivals
rival.
since
But they
7
were
years
rivals for
old.
episode 1. That,
7 years old.
At the
Okay,
same
so-
time, right after we got introduced to Naruto having a thing for Sakura, 5 minutes later, Naruto was in Sasuke's face and then got
What
bumped
came
into
first?
kissing him.
What came first?
Okay, because
the chicken
he
or
wasn't
the egg?
inclined
The
yet.
chicken or
Come
the
on, bro.
egg?
Anyway, let's move on. We're
The,
gonna move
the,
on.
the whole omelet came first, brother. He hated Sasuke.
Hey, spinach, bacon, and eggs.
Spinach, bacon, and eggs, brother.
Let's move on to some non-anime stuff. Obviously, we talked about you got some bars. We
Oh,
done
God.
seen you got some bars. We're not gonna make you spit none right now. I
Oh,
won't
thank
put you on
God,
the
because
spot.
I cannot freestyle to save my life.
I won't put you in the spot. 2 questions though. Favorite rapper or battle rapper that you got?
J. Cole.
Okay.
Okay.
My dog. Okay.
J.
Okay.
Cole. There's
Okay.
no hesitation with that. I don't necessarily have a favorite battle rapper. I do love watching battle rap clips. They're very, very fun to watch.
We just watched some today on your Twitch. The anime battle rap. That was hilarious.
No, I love watching like the smack competitions, like the legitimate like rap
absolutely.
battles. Where
Charlie
they, like,
Clips?
go off. Charlie Clips goes off. You know,
Crazy.
he does his thing. Conceited is actually not bad either, but I
Conceited
think he
isn't
just
bad.
he kind of went mainstream, got on Wild and Out and stuff, and then
Mm-hmm.
I actually started watching clips, and I was like, oh, people be smoking this dude, but he's actually not. He's not bad, He's pretty good too, But J. Cole, man, that's my goat forever, ever.
Okay.
Forever,
Okay.
ever.
Good stuff.
That's my boy. Oh, that's
Okay.
a little Andre quote, but anyway.
Yeah. No, you're
Yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah. Cole's
Andre-
my goat. Andre.
Andres,
3K.
that's my guy. That is my number one.
Yeah, I gotta say J. Cole, man. I mean, Kendrick is like right there
Absolutely.
too, of course, and that's kind of like the popular thing to say is like, oh yeah,
but I
Cole
mean,
and
it
Kendrick
is what
are
it
the
is.
goats.
I mean, it
but
is what it
just-
is.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
I would say that like Cole and Kendrick are some of the only real rappers we actually have left, and a lot of the people under them are the same way too. You got Jid. Jid is
Oh,
crazy.
love
Jid
Jid. Oh,
is
man, I love Jid, bro.
Jid, man.
Love Jid. Love Jid.
Love Jid. I love my boy Boz, although
Boz.
he be like kind of doing a little bit of R&B here and there,
Yeah. Yeah, but no, Boz is
but
good.
Boz got bars too, who else can I think of? I like Old Logic. Old Logic is really, really good.
Yo, yes sir.
Yeah. Yeah, old Logic, current Logic is cool too, but I think that he dumped his best stuff on us early on.
Yeah, no, for
I
sure.
think, and that's not to say he sucks now. I still am a fan of like who he is, and I think he's definitely like a positive role model for people and stuff. But early Logic, he was really in his bag, 100%.
Okay.
So I have a few.
Next and last, not anime. We're gonna mention our boy Blaze here, because that's my nephew. What's up, nephew?
My boy.
Got to put nephew in his place.
My boy.
You be in the gym. Obviously, you do your little workout thing in the gym.
Yeah.
And just tell us a little bit about how you intimidated Blaze at a con with
Hold on,
doing
wait a
pull-ups.
minute.
Let's talk about that a little bit. Yeah, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. I'm all here
man.
for it. Let's talk about that real quick. What
Look,
con? What happened? Build the story a little bit. You ain't got to get too much detail, but just give us enough to understand the situation to where Blaze was next up.
Okay.
And Blaze didn't step up. You know what I'm saying? Let's
Okay.
talk about that real quick. Yeah, let's talk about that too.
Blaze was supposed to go. I'm gonna start off with a little disclaimer, y'all. I love to wear baggy clothes, so people think that I ain't got a little something. I ain't saying that I'm packing like a full on shredded physique or nothing like that, but. I got some strength on me. You know what I'm saying? I ran track in high school. I played football my senior year. Funny story, actually. I only played football my senior year. I didn't know what the hell I was doing out there. I knew nothing. You know what I'm saying? I just went out there blind. I tackled my own teammate on accident. It was stupid.
Oh, no, don't tell me that. Hey,
No, I did.
No, I'm gonna say.
I did. I did.
Listen, I'll save you. Middle school basketball tournament. I can't remember middle school or my freshman high school. Scored in the wrong basket.
Ooh.
Literally was inbounded the ball. Scored in the wrong basket. We were up. We were up 1 point. Scored in the wrong basket.
Yeah, you did tell the story.
We lost the game. Literally passed me the ball and I put it up. Game over.
Hey, at least you made it.
I cried. At least I made it, bro.
At least you made the shot. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's good. He just needs some direction.
All the way home.
That's all it is.
All the way home, bro.
Man's talented. Just needs
But
to know
anyway,
where to go.
back to Blaze. Back to Blaze not stepping up. Go ahead.
But yeah. So I'm a dancer and I do like to, actively work out and stuff. I don't lift heavy weights, but I do enjoy doing my calisthenics, you know what I'm saying? And I will lift weights if I need to. But I'm more so, I like to do pull-ups and chin-ups and all that kind of stuff. It was Anime NYC. All right. And me, Blaze, the wife, and some people, we're just walking around and we noticed that there's like some people doing pull-ups over there. And there was like, I think it was the Army or the Marines or whatever.
Probably.
But they were over there and they were like, oh, like you want to come and do some pull-ups? And I was like, yeah, I do. I want to see how many I can do. You know what I'm saying?
Real quick.
But it mainly ignited actually not because of Blaze. It was this other guy named Jay who was a cosplayer and he's buff. All right. Dude is like, definitely bigger than me. Probably like 2 times my size, 3 times my size in the arms. Like, okay. dude is big, and he actively works out. And I had met him actually the night prior to that. And so I saw him and then he was looking at the pull-up thing and I was looking at it. And then I was like, you want to see who could do more pull-ups? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, all right, bet. In my mind, I'm like, he's going to beat me. Like, there's no way I'm going to beat this guy, and Blaze is right there too. And Blaze is like, oh yeah, I'll go too. And I was like, bet, you'll go after me. Or you'll go after Jay. So I was up first, signed my waiver and all that. And the top prize was if you can hit 20 pull-ups, you'll get a t-shirt. They had a prize for like 12 pull-ups, 15, and 10. But they were like, very rarely has somebody at this convention actually hit 20. They was like, we've probably had like 1 or 2 people hit 20. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like, I was like, I think I could do 20 still, like straight. I'm pretty sure I can do that. They were not going easy on me at all. I went first and they was like, all the way down, all the way up, chin over the bar. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna follow the rules. So I'm going down, up. It's even in my vlog too. And I pull out 20 and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna stop there. I was like, I'm cool. I'm gonna stop at 20. My last one was a little bit of a struggle and I was like, I don't really feel like going over this. I won my shirt, bow. Pulled out 20 wide grip pull-ups too, okay? And they were slow ones because they would not let me go fast. Jay goes up. Keep in mind, everybody in the crowd, there's a little bit of a crowd now, okay? They are yelling at me to go all the way down and up. And they're like, oh, yeah, you gotta do it. I'm like, okay, I got it. It doesn't count if I don't do that. Okay.
Yeah.
This man Jay goes, love that man Jay. We have a push-up competition coming up that he wants revenge on, apparently. So Jay goes up, buff dude. He starts struggling at 12, and I ain't hating on this man. He did a solid 12, all right? At 12, his chin was no longer going over the bar, and nobody was saying nothing. And I was like, hey,
They was trying to give him. They was giving him a chance to catch up. They had to give him a chance to catch up.
And now that don't count. That's 12. That 13, you didn't do it. They gave him 16, and I was like, okay, you know, he got to 16. He gave up, dapped me up, boom. I'm looking at Blaze, and he's like,
ain't no way.
Bruh.
He was like, Blaze. The way you did that was like butter, brother. Like, he was like, you didn't even look like you was having a hard time until like 18. I'm not going, no. And I was like, damn, Blaze. He was like, why are you this strong? I didn't know you was this strong. He was like, if I ever get into a fight, I'm calling you. I was like, bro, don't do that.
Appreciate the insight. I just need to hear the story again. Let the people hear the story of when my nephew was slacking. Nephew, like next con, come on, Momo Con. I'll find us a pull-up bar.
Blaze been in the gym though. Blaze been in the gym. He might be ready.
He been asking questions. I've been trying to help him with what I can. You know what I'm saying? Not that I know everything. I suck at pull-ups, so pull-ups ain't my specialty. But I hang on the bar. I'm not going to stray away from a competition. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but Blaze, next time, nephew, I need you to, you know what I'm saying, be on your stuff, all right?
Pull-ups is my thing. That's my thing.
Right. You know I might have to do a little extra training on the pull-ups just to make sure I ain't slacking too far behind. You know what I'm saying?
Well, y'all keep doing y'all workouts. I like to eat. So y'all keep doing what y'all doing. I appreciate you guys so much.
Man.
I like my food, brother. I like my food. I like to eat too,
Tracy,
man.
Tracy love to eat. Tracy always got a plate in his hand on the Twitch. Every time. If he ain't, only time I seen Tracy not with food was when you was sick. That was literally the only time I did not see you with a plate in your hand on Twitch.
Yeah, man. Hey, I'm super active, but I love to eat, so it just balances out. That's all.
Again, I'm old now, so that metabolism is slowed all the way down.
P, we're gonna skip kind of those stuff just time wise. We'll let you guys have. Listen, I'll still let y'all have your moment. We gonna let y'all have your moment.
We talking about Fairy Tail?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna let.
Fairy Tail and Hunter, and Joe. That's what I.
No, he already said what you hated about Hunter. He acknowledged the fact that Hunter took too long on the dang
we just
stairs.
talked about stairs. There was so much.
There's nothing else wrong with that show at all.
Whoa!
I'm gonna pull a timer out. We got I'm gonna let y'all get Hunter and Fairy Tail out. We're gonna let that happen.
Okay.
We got a couple minutes, P, because I don't want to go too long because we still got the games.
No, let's do the Fairy Tail. Let's do the Fairy Tail.
Okay.
You know what? I'll back off the Hunter.
How much time we got?
You'll back off Hunter?
I'll back off the Hunter.
Just Fairy Tail?
Just Fairy Tail. All right, y'all go off. Here we go, y'all. The Fairy Tail debate. Go ahead.
Go ahead, brother P. Pressure.
Let's get it. I'm gonna just hydrate.
I just want to hear why you like it. That's it.
I think that Fairy Tail has amazing characters all across the board. It doesn't really just focus on one specific character. I feel like Natsu is absolutely the main character, but you have so many other storylines that are incredibly more compelling than Natsu trying to find Dragneel. You got Urza and her connection to Jalal and everything that she went through as a child. You got Gray's connection to his, I believe his like father or something like that, where he was like a demon slayer or something like that. I can't exactly remember the thing, but Gray had an amazing story.
I want to state that Preston hasn't seen all that much of Fairy Tail. That's all I gotta say. I'll let y'all finish.
Joe, first of all, what? You are not my like. I get it. I get it, Joe. Joe, you really don't care about me like that.
Wow, and he really dropped the bomb and left.
And left.
He just left, brother. Oh, he back.
Don't put like Joe in your corner. Hey, Joe, you are a great person.
I heard you.
You haven't
Listen,
seen.
The only reason I said that was because I know he was saying a whole bunch of characters and connections that you probably haven't seen. So I just wanted to let Tracy know.
It's not the fact that I haven't seen it. I've done decent enough.
This way.
I know. I've done decent enough research to where I get the connections to where most of these characters have. Like, I get it. It's fine. Go ahead, Tracy. Keep going.
Zareth. You know about Zareth?
Is that like the incredibly
My point proven.
So
But
I'm
go
not
on.
good
You
with
know about
I'm not good-
Mavis?
I'm not good. I do know about Mavis. I'm not good with names.
Okay. You know about Acnologia?
Now, Acnologia is like that strongest of the strong that I saw the magic the and absolutely should have won but did not. But we'll keep it pushing. Is that him?
No.
Okay, then I am out of so then let's do this then.
So what? Now we're gonna go to Hunter now because
No, absolutely not. I will speak on what I again will speak on.
Look, Fairy Tail has good animation. It has really, really good fights.
It has good animation up until when?
All the way through.
Okay.
It doesn't stop. All the way through. From the beginning to the end. They have really good animation. I will say the ending they fumbled. They fumbled the ending. I will say that. But you haven't watched the ending, so you wouldn't know. You haven't watched enough of Fairy Tail to say.
I've watched enough. So here's the thing, and I guess Joe will back me up on this. I don't know now. I thought you were a friend. I don't know where we at now. I don't know where we stand.
I love you, brother. You know that. I love you, brother. You know that.
Who knows? I don't know anymore. You literally just I don't know. Anyway, I tried to watch Fairy Tail on 4 separate occasions.
How much did you watch?
Until after Jaloff's Tower.
Oh,
that is where I get.
I will back him up on that. He did give it a good amount.
That's like
more
40
than
It's always
more
episode
than
51, 52-ish.
More than you gave Fullmetal Brotherhood the first time. Just throw that out there as
That's
well.
facts.
I'm gonna take shots that way. See, I backed you up. By the way,
I'm gonna let you know that I'm watching it right now. I'm on episode 9.
I know
and
you are.
And I am not having a terrible time.
You should be having a great time.
I'm not having a great time, but I'm not having a terrible time.
I will say though, to Tracy's defense, like I think Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood is really good.
Don't you?
No, well, since now you want to do what you do, let me go ahead and state my true feelings.
Now you're gonna hate on a show that's in your top 5. Go
said
ahead.
I was going to hate on the show.
No, Joe. He's going to
I
critique
know.
the show.
Critique
the show. Critique the show. I can't wait to hear this critique.
Let's go, Pressure P. Come on, man.
I don't think. No, first of all, I would never say anything about Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood that is like slander. I think it is a great anime. I just don't think, for me, it is a rewatchable anime. Like, it is not something that I would go back to and watch again.
That is a very logical statement right there that I've heard. Because I'm going to be honest with you. I have not watched past episode 10 of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. But from the fan base alone, y'all toxic. Y'all some
Oh, no,
Hold
they
on.
absolutely
Whoa.
are. They are.
Whoa.
They
Y'all
are.
toxic, bro. If anybody
toxic.
says
Hold on.
anything negative,
Hold on.
see, look at Joe.
Hold on. Wait.
Look at him.
No.
Panties
I'm
in
not
a
even trying to be
bunch.
I'm not even trying to be toxic.
Don't shoot me, Joe.
Y'all are One Piece fans, right?
Jamal.
Love it.
And you want to talk? Chill out. Y'all want to talk about Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood being toxic? Us being toxic?
Yeah.
Bro.
One Piece fan base is toxic too. I'll admit.
Yeah,
Bro,
two
Fullmetal
things
Alchemist
can be-
Brotherhood fans are
two
not
things
toxic.
can be right.
How?
Oh no, y'all absolutely
How?
are.
How?
Oh, let me tell you.
How?
I will tell you how.
toxic.
I will tell you how.
Because
do you see? No.
I know what you're gonna say. Because when Freewind and Oshinoko
I didn't
new
know-
shows that got like 5
Wasn't finna
episodes
go
come
there.
out and top us on my name list, like
wasn't
okay,
finna
bro.
wasn't finna go there, but
That don't make it
that's
toxic?
one. That's
That don't
one.
make it toxic, but go ahead.
Okay, Joe.
Go ahead.
You see what you're doing now? You are
I
the
just wanna
true
say-
definition.
I just
want to
say
what it
that
is
we were
right
supposed
now.
to be talking. We were supposed to be talking about Fairy Tail,
Oh,
and
look
we
at
on
him now.
Fullmetal
Now he
Brotherhood
don't.
right
Now
now.
he don't want to get on it. Now he
That's
don't
what I'm
want.
saying.
Hey, let's we
want
can
to eat
dive
off?
into all 3. Okay, we got the Fairy Tail thing. We've understand that Pressure P has not watched enough of Fairy Tail.
I have not, but like I said, I've seen enough. I don't
I
care
think you
about
gave
the
it a
power of
genuine
friend.
chance.
I don't care
Oh,
about the
God,
power of
if you say
friendship.
the power of friendship,
no,
that
I don't
is the
care
main
about it. I
critique.
don't care about it. No,
Y'all,
I don't care.
y'all,
I don't
it
care
ain't-
about that at
no,
all.
It's not power of friendship.
Oh, come
Damn
on.
it! It's
Come
not.
on. Come on.
It is not.
Come on.
Okay, P. What do you care about,
Come
P? If it's not the POF. What do you care about?
Natsu had to eat crystals that were poison to his body in order to have a chance against Jalal. That was not power of friendship.
You're gonna give me one. You're gonna give me one out of the hundreds of times that they have
Because
used power.
I'm going to what you saw.
And
That's what you saw.
But that was off of that one. There were many of okay, so number one, I and again, I don't even have a problem with that. I don't.
If you would just make it to Acnologia, I promise you, bro. I promise you, okay? They get mopped, bro. There's nothing they can do. They get mopped, bro.
I am going to turn it on tonight. And
they had to force us. They had to force a time skip, okay? They had to force a time skip on us that we didn't ask for because they were so weak, and the power of friendship could not save them against this dastardly man dragon thing. Okay?
So here's what I don't like. And again, power of friendship, even if it is or isn't, not even I don't even care. Not like every anime has like that certain aspect. I don't care about that.
Okay.
The inconsistencies of power, I absolutely care about.
Tracy's face changed immediately.
I think sometimes that is very inconsistent. I don't like the fact, and again, it may be just because of where I'm at, but it seems like none of these arcs are connected. It is just one random arc after a random arc after a random arc. I don't see.
Do you know Urza Scarlet, brother?
Yeah. Okay, and so I'm at Jalal's house, so now we are starting to see some of the background to where it's interwoven. But when I tell you, it just feels like random. When they went to the little island, because I think I know.
I get it. Look, let me tell you something, man.
This man Tracy got so low.
I understand what you saying, brother, and I respect your critiques. Okay? But the first 48 episodes, and I know that's a lot. I get it. And I'm glad that you made it
It's not a lot. It's not a lot because he's rewatched One Piece 3 times, P? Okay, go ahead.
I respect you so much. I do.
Chill out.
40
Joe, you really don't care about me, evidently.
No,
look, don't care about me.
I gotta get this out, man. The first 48 episodes are such setups to so many different character stories, and they are all going to intertwine together later on in the series. You're going to get more on Urza. You're going to get more on Gray. You think that island that Gray went to was not... There was no point to that?
No, there was absolutely a point. And in my watch now, like I understand that. I still think right now for a watcher that's new, it's just random arcs. And I should not have to continue to go through 100+ episodes for Joe. Try One Piece if you want to. I will jump through this screen and choke you. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I mean, you see what's behind me, right? Like you see what's all behind me, right? You see all that, right? I'm a One Piece fan. But then people gotta give 100 episodes to get One Piece is okay. Finally, we got.
Well, first of all, I don't know who's doing that because I disagree 100%.
I'm just saying. Arlong Park. Matter of fact, forget that.
If you get to Baratier, thank you. Thank you.
Arlong Park, I gave you Arlong Park before Baratier.
Baratier with Mihawk.
Yeah, no, I think it was good. But I think
with Luffy,
one of the seven,
with a spike thing.
Bro, what are we talking?
Anyway, hold on. We see what's going on, right? Like I am a One Piece fan.
Okay,
calm down. Right. The Baratier, we got this man decided he's not gonna lose again. Like
that's the first time we see Zoro cry.
I got you. I understand, but I'm just saying.
Last time, actually,
and last time he ain't never took an L since then.
Anyway,
never.
I'm just saying, and again, and honestly, I wouldn't compare that to One Piece. And
no,
Tracy
I wouldn't do that.
might mess me up, but I don't think the storyline even compares to a One Piece. One Piece, like I started, like you start seeing connections off gate. It didn't take as long. Like we know what he's doing, even though they're going to different places. Like we know that there's a crew that is being built. There are things that he wants to do, obstacles that he wants to overcome, and things that he wants to become. I don't get that with Fairy Tail.
Okay.
What is Natsu's goal? Like I don't get it. I don't understand. And maybe I will later on, but like for the first 50 episodes, I don't know.
Well, can I ask you something? When did you start watching Fairy Tail? Like, had you already had like a bunch of animes under your belt before you watched it? Or was it like a starter, like one of the first animes you watched?
No, and I will say I've heard that before, and I think because of that, I don't enjoy Fairy Tail as I should. I feel like if it was one of the first ones that I watched, I might have a different outlook on it. But because, like you
Right.
said, I had watched other anime, and like I said, one of my things for me anyway is I'm a very suspense and thriller type anime watcher.
Word.
So like I had
Okay.
watched like your Death Notes and your Code Geass. Like I had watched that stuff before I caught on to Fairy Tail. So when I caught Fairy Tail, I was like,
Okay. All right. I can understand that. You know, Fairy Tail ain't that deep at the beginning. I always like to say Fairy Tail is one of my favorites. Fairy Tail wasn't one of my first ones, but I was able to thoroughly enjoy it. But I think that Fairy Tail is one of, if not the best starter anime that you can start with. It's super easy on the eyes with the art. The story isn't like super all over the place. You're not like doing any like crazy mind thinking like freaking Attack on Titan or like JJK trying to figure out what the heck a curse technique is. I'm still trying to figure it out, but whatever.
Same.
Like,
Same.
I want to make a video on that so bad, but
You don't got to do all that though with like Fairy Tail.
Yeah.
It's very easy to like get into. And I will say again, like the first 48 episodes is just to really introduce you to a lot of characters and start their origin story, and then everything in their origin story comes to fruition later, and they build more on it. Even like if you get to like I think in the 70s or the 80s, like you get more stuff with like Urza, and you get more stuff with Gray going into like the hundreds, and then you figure out that everything that happened with Gray was way deeper than what it actually was, and like there's a lot of things that it dives deep into, but it does do it later, and so I do acknowledge that. So I ain't gonna give you too much flack on that.
And even with Laxus, like I heard like his redemption arc is absolutely amazing. So like there are things that like I am looking forward to whenever I start back picking it up because but it's a hard watch for me.
Now Full Metal, Joe. Hey now.
Come on.
I can't.
Go ahead.
I understand. Like, you know how I said I play my role and I understand my position. This is something I'm not super duper educated on. But I will say that I'm at episode 9. I'm having a decent time. I'm not having a great time.
What are you, I'm curious. I you know what? Like
I'm struggling
I'm a
a
lover.
little bit.
I'm a lover. And I'm not one to like, unless it's P, because me and P just fight, and that's the dynamic we have. I'm not one to like fight somebody and defend a show if the person doesn't truly like it. Like it is what it is. It is no. I'm with you, sure. With the rest of the world, no.
You are a diamond in the rough, then, brother. Because let me tell you,
I
the
try
rest
to-
of
He's
your
not.
fan
Joe
base-
just
come on now,
almost
Pete.
screamed out his lungs when you said you were having a decent time. Joe was literally, he had to walk away.
I'm having a little bit of a hard. It's getting
I
easier.
went and got a snack because y'all was
Okay?
talking some other stuff. But
It's getting
I'm
easier.
curious. Okay, what are your from the first 9 episodes? Right, you're not having a
Yeah.
great time. You're having a decent time.
Yeah.
What are your issues? What are your complications? What are your
the first
hang-ups?
4 episodes, the first 6 episodes, no, 5 episodes were extremely boring to me. Just like ridiculously boring. And like, and I understand that sometimes animes start off that way. You know, I didn't like in the first episode, the first thing that's happening is like there's some alchemist going crazy, and then there's like fights happening, and they're running through the city, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? I'm super lost. Like, what is this?
Okay,
You know,
That is
like,
a very.
It's
I'm
random.
backing up.
It's very
But
random.
it's
you know?
but it's not.
and
But it's
then
not.
also-
But okay.
okay.
It's not. But it's okay.
Maybe not later, but
Right.
at
That's what I'm
the
saying.
start,
Right now,
when you're
it's
starting
random.
when you're starting it out like me, I was like what is happening right now? I don't know nothing about alchemy.
You're not
I
a
don't-
fan of like seeing some action, like to draw you in a little bit, see what's going on. There's a little bit of battle going on. We
tell
see
you
some
this.
ice. We see some fire. We see a good fight scene with this
I'll
dude in
compare
a
it to
big
this.
old giant metal suit. What's
Yeah.
going on?
No,
this little
that's
stumpy
fine.
kid with blonde hair and a fire red coat.
That's
Sorry.
fine. Here's the
Like,
thing, though,
go
right?
ahead.
That whole episode didn't really explain much to me. They just
okay.
like kept going with that. I'll tell you a show that does a good job with it. Solo Leveling, new show, right? First episode. They are no main character at all for like the first 6-7 minutes, right? They're fighting these ants and stuff, and you're like, oh, this animation is pretty solid, you know? And then they go to the main character who is weak and is not introduced already strong. I don't like when characters are introduced already strong. If you would have introduced Edward to me in his weakest form first,
But they
and
do-
then
okay.
built on that, I would have
Okay.
been like, okay. And they did a little bit of that episode too. However, like How the hell does Edward know how to use alchemy? Like, what is
We
that
learned
even?
that. You learned that. Did you not learn that? In the next episode or two, because even I can't remember. It's been a while since I've rewatched it. Obviously, I know the progression of the story. I don't remember how
it's not
each episode.
rewatchable. It's not
That's
rewatchable.
because Preston, I'm not a rewatcher. I don't rewatch shows. You do. That's not because I would.
Joe, I'm sorry.
Anyway.
I'm just kidding. Oh my God.
See, I was cool
sorry.
and calm with Tracy, but with you. Well, how does the first episode end? Do you remember how the first episode ends? Do we get to see them as kids in the first episode?
At the very end, I believe. At the very, very end, I believe. The
Okay,
second
and then
episode, they went
episode
into
2
the thing that happened with his mother and everything, you know? But
How
even
does
the
that
second,
not?
even
How
the
does
second
that
episode,
not
though,
grab you?
no, it was interesting. I was like, oh, like, you know, mom died, blah.
What?
But
No.
But Edward, they still didn't show us how he learned how to use alchemy. I still don't know. He just started off, he read a book, and he could do it.
No, but that's not.
What?
That's yeah.
What do you mean? What are these recipes? Sugar, spice, and everything nice? And then we got alchemy here?
Hold on,
what are you talking about? Like, I'm lost.
Hold on. I love Pop-Up Girls, but we're not going to do that. I love Pop-Up Girls. Grew up on that. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do
I will
that.
say this, though. Okay? So, like, even to this point, I still don't know. And, like, all his mom said, I think somewhere in, like, episodes 5 or 6 or whatever, like, you see him talk to his mom, and he shows her that he knows how to use alchemy. And she's like, you are your father's son. Okay?
Boom.
And I get that, like, okay, maybe now I have suspense. Who the hell is his father? I don't know. Now I am intrigued. From that episode on, I'm like, okay, I want to know who the hell this man's father is, where he's at. You know, now I have my theories.
All right, you know
And
what?
boom,
You
like,
got
I'm
a while-
You got a
interested.
while
I
to go
do
before
that.
you get there.
I'm
No,
interested.
but no.
I am
okay,
interested.
But you have a while to get. You have some time. Not a
First
while,
episode
because it's
is
not even
crazy
like
though,
that
man.
long. P.
First
Like,
episode is wild,
It's
bro.
not long,
Like
but he had
it's
some time.
first episode is wild, man. That's hard. That's hard, and I can only imagine like an average consumer coming in and like watching that first episode. Would they be able to get locked in? I don't think so.
I have to, but okay, you weren't curious. Like, why is this one alchemist all of a sudden trying to go crazy on the government and take out the Fuhrer, and all these other ones are trying to stop him? What happened with this one alchemist that is like, what's going on here? Why is there this tension? Why does this one alchemist all of a sudden want to try?
I don't
and
think-
form a
I don't
whole
think the
circle
first-
to take out. Yes, because that's the
No. I think that's hindsight stuff. I think when you're first watching it, there is no way you're trying to put all of that together as opposed to
Yeah.
like, why is this one person rebelling against the whole system? I don't
Right.
think nobody's putting that together.
How, I
in
guess
that
how are
first
you
episode.
you're not thinking about that? Just one dude, because he's not a bad guy. 'Cause it's not like he's
we don't know what's going on.
Exactly. So that's the point. You don't know what's going on, and all
But
this is
I
going
think
on. Why?
that's
You're
Tracy's
not
point is
asking
that we
the question
don't know
why.
what's going on.
I think my point is like you go in, you dive into all this action, and then you see Edward Elric, and you're like, oh, okay, that's the main character and stuff, you know, and he even took a L. That's another problem that I'm gonna say that I have so far is that this man keep losing. But anyway, he took a L in the first. In the first episode, he took an L, you know, and he had like all these people come over and like have to help him out and stuff like that, you know. But they also are trying to tell me that like Edward is powerful. So like, okay, like he's this really known state alchemist, and then I learned what a state alchemist is, and like Edward is regarded as the Fullmetal Alchemist, and everybody like knows who he is. So I'm like, oh, okay, this dude must be really, really strong. Then he loses, and then like he has to, you know. Somebody else, like I think the really buff dude or whatever, comes and like helps him out, and then they finish the guy. Yeah, Mr. Armstrong and stuff.
Okay.
And so I'm like, okay, like you know that was, you know, whatever. But like, why do I care about this random rampaging alchemist who's going through the city and doing all this stuff? Why should I care about that?
Okay.
But see, and I think
'Cause
that's
I don't
stuff
know what
you'll
alchemy
find
is.
later.
I guess that's the question. I guess that's why. Like, what? I guess that's why for me. Like, okay, what's going on? Like, why? Why is there a rampaging state alchemist when there are all these other state alchemists then going against him? What happened with this one rampager?
I think that's hindsight stuff. I think again when you're looking at
No,
it,
but
it's just more so this is very random.
Imagine
Like,
it like this, Joe. I got it for you. I got it, okay? Imagine it like this. Imagine this is you, okay, and I'm a crane, and there's a whole storyline going on, and I just drop you in at 25% of the story. What the hell happened to the other 25%? You are lost. You don't know what to care about. You just know you're dead in the middle of a story. That's what the first episode felt like to me. I got dropped into something I don't even know what the hell is going on.
I'm trying to think of another show because there's other. Fullmetal Alchemist Brother is not the only show that does this.
It just doesn't do a great job at setting it up for me. And like now I'm kind of learning like some of the stuff that I needed like answers to in order to even be interested in the government and Alchemist and all that stuff at all. But like first episode, I'm just like, I don't know what to care about right now, you know?
Okay.
But I need to learn what to care about. You didn't give me what I should care about in the first episode. But when I got to like episode 6, now I'm getting introduced to like the, I'm going to butcher their name, but like the Ishlavians, the dude with the red eyes and the brown hair.
Scar, yeah.
Scar.
Yeah, Scar gets introduced. I'm like, oh, this is interesting. I want to know what happened to that. And then Scar gets introduced and they're like, oh yeah, we destroyed his whole country. Oh, y'all are trash.
Yeah,
why should I care about the government then?
Yeah.
Now I'm like, oh, let me see what the hell's going on here.
Yeah.
And I feel
You
like
know?
at that point is where it gets like, and I'm not saying because it's in my top 5, but I think at that point it was like, oh crap.
Because you've seen the priest, right? You've seen when they did that whole thing with the priest.
Was a great,
That's the only W that Edward has taken thus far.
Okay, who else did he lose to before? Who did he lose to before that? Because he lost.
He lost his
Ice guy in the
first
beginning.
fight. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then he went and found what's the father's name? That
Shao
term is-
Tucker?
Yeah, that dude's trash.
Yeah.
Went and found Shao Tucker. I can't even count that because Shao Tucker, that was just like a research episode.
Yeah,
and
it
stuff.
wasn't. There was no fight really.
Which is fine. I have no problems with that. I'm not a consumer that needs a fight every episode or every other episode. You know what I'm saying? But then we go to who did he fight? He fights.
I don't remember who's after that.
The Ishlavian guy. The name.
Oh,
I just said.
Ishvalan? Yeah. Oh,
Ishvalan.
Scar. Okay.
Scar. He fights Scar and
But
gets
there's a
mopped.
reason. But there's a reason
No, Scar
behind
mopped
that.
the floor with that.
There's
Arm
more to
blown
that.
off
That's
completely.
all
I
I'm
was
saying.
like, oh,
That's all I'm saying.
okay. And then Edward is like, I'm about to quit. You about to just kill me. Just please don't kill my brother. I'm like, all right, whatever. You know, took another L. That's L number 2. Then he
But do
finds
we need
out,
a character that wins every fight?
No, but if you're
You
gonna
want a
introduce
kid?
somebody and say
If you're
he's
gonna
famous and
introduce
he's
me, it's
super
like you're
strong,
like, yeah,
he better
you're
like.
But there's a
be
reason
something
he's
cool.
famous because he's one of the youngest state alchemists out there. He
that-
is the youngest state alchemist
That's
out
not
there.
is a
one
feat.
of. That's not the only reason though.
I said
That's-
one of.
Okay, you did.
He's
I'm sorry.
very
I'm sorry,
knowledgeable.
Joe.
And he's very knowledgeable in
Yes,
alchemy.
he
is.
I can see that
He
he's
can
like a prodigy.
he can use alchemy with just his clapping his hands.
And
Not
that's cool,
no one
but
else can do that.
Nobody else can do it, but he keep losing. That's the problem with me.
Just because you got tools in the tool belt don't mean you the best. Just because I got the best tools don't make me the best carpenter.
Yeah, but what you doing with the best tools if you don't know what you're doing? Start off
He,
with a screwdriver.
he a kid.
You know what
He
I'm
was
saying?
a child.
Start out with a
He ain't a
screwdriver.
30-year-old man.
Yeah,
This dude's
man.
a
Why you got a $500
because
power
he's a
drill?
teenager.
you
He's
don't
a
even know how to build a
teenager.
table.
He's a teenager, bro.
Man,
He's
I
not a
know,
grown man.
and
He ain't
I
Colonel
get
Mustang.
it. I know,
He ain't
I
Fuhrer
get it.
Bradley. He
I
ain't
get
none of
it.
that. Like, come on, bro. But I got
get
you.
it, but
I got
like,
you, bro.
You gotta beat somebody.
Listen, bro. I'm glad that
Now,
you
the
are
priest,
starting to
you know?
enjoy. I'm glad you're starting to enjoy the show. Okay.
Oh, he
I
took
am.
another L at the 5th laboratory too.
But you gotta come on. But he did, bro. He could no, because he didn't really take an L. He got attacked in the middle of a fight, bro.
Nah,
Because he got a dub at the 5th laboratory, and then so and so came from the side and then stole the dub and attacked him after
Hey,
he was already
Joe.
beaten and bruised.
Joe, I want to tell you something about that dub that he got, bro. That was a half dub because he was getting mopped.
Okay,
and then
it was still a dub.
he had to fake
It was
call
still a
his
dub.
brother.
It
He had
was
to fake
still a
call his
dub.
brother to get
It
homeboy
was
to turn
still a
around
dub.
so
Was
he
it
can
a
get a
dub?
sneak attack in.
Was it a dub?
It was a
And
sorry
it was,
dub.
and it was 2-on-1.
It was a
and it was
Usopp
2
dub.
And
it was a Usopp dub.
no, don't you dare.
That's
don't
what it
you
was.
Dare.
Yeah,
don't you
it was
dare.
he pulled
do
a
that.
Usopp
Don't
right
you
there.
dare.
He lied,
Whoa,
and he got a hit.
Don't
He
do
lied,
that.
and he got
Let's
hit
not
in.
bring
Don't
Usopp
do
into
that.
these
Hold on,
types
bro.
of things.
Yeah,
Because
Usopp dub.
he's an Usopp fan, so don't even worry about it.
I'm
Listen,
Usopp
bro.
fan. I like Usopp.
It was 2-on-1. It was 2-on-1
In
that
one
entire
body.
fight. Okay, but no, because after he thought he had it, guess what? He got snuck by the second body.
But the only reason he thought he had it
That's still
was
one
because
body.
he pulled a sneak attack.
It doesn't matter, bro. It's a fight to the death. What you
And
mean?
I respect that. I do. But my problem is, Joe, that
Listen,
he was
listen,
introduced as
listen,
a
You
bro.
can't
really
split
strong
them up
person.
either.
Listen.
They were
Bro,
still.
he
That's
got
still
attacked.
one body, right?
When he it was the body and the head. So when he
Yeah, it was
knocked
the
the
body
head
and the
off,
head.
It was the body
and he
and the head.
thought,
Got it.
right, because when he knocked the head off, he's like, okay, the body can't move. All of a sudden, the body comes out and tries to stab him.
Yes.
Anyway, long story short, bro. I ain't trying to fight. I am glad that you are starting to come around and liking the story. I'm glad.
I am enjoying it.
I'm glad. I can't
If
wait
it-
to hear.
if it keeps picking
what
up,
happens.
If it keeps picking up like
will.
it's doing with the
It will.
fifth laboratory, and I
continue to
keep
pick
on
up.
It will.
keep on
It will.
forgetting his name, then I do think that I will really like it. However, I do not see this being like a top 5, top 10 anime for me. I don't.
Okay. Listen, I can't wait. I can't wait till you finish it, bro. I can't wait to have this conversation again.
Okay.
When it's all said and done.
All right. I am gonna keep watching it though.
Good.
I'm intrigued now. Now
Good.
I'm good. You know.
Okay.
I gave it the amount of episodes I said I was gonna give it, and now I'm like, okay, I do want to finish it.
Okay. Good.
I'm just saying, I've never seen anybody challenge Full Metal Alchemist to Joe, and it is such a pleasure to just watch that man.
Man,
Like,
I'm about to go rewatch. Listen, Tracy, I'm about to go. I don't rewatch shows. I'm rewatching Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Put all the winter anime to the side. Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood is what I'm watching from now
to
on.
see you so passionate, like this is how I be feeling, Joe. When people be trying to talk about, see, now you get a little bit of what
No, but you be on some nonsense. At least I'm defending a show that's declared top tier anime.
When did I not? Hold on. When am I going off? Anyway,
No, you're good.
I do.
You're good.
Yeah. Okay.
I love you too.
I'll have my official statement about Full Metal when I
Yeah,
finish it.
I need you to finish the show.
I'm just speaking on my journey right now. I'm having a little bit of a hard time, but it's getting better.
Okay. All right, you've seen. I'm guessing you've seen some of the blind rankings that we've done on Instagram, Tracy.
yeah,
So basically, you get to just be a part of it. So I'll list 5 shows. We're gonna do some anime shows, and you just get to basically rank them where they're at. Okay.
Let's go.
Anime blind ranking, Tracy Allen edition. All right, we got summertime rendering.
Am I going from 1 to 5?
1 to 5. Pick a spot. 1 to 5.
Oh God! Why did you do that? You know I love this show.
I know you do.
Oh God! Okay, I'm cause I don't know what you're putting on there. I'm gonna put it at the 3. I'm gonna put it at the 3. I'm gonna just go straight middle with that.
Oof. Okay. Tokyo Revengers.
5. I love Tokyo Revengers. Tokyo Revengers is my top 10 too. By the way, I just want y'all to know that I'm gonna go 5.
Oh wow, you about to be upset?
Wait.
Too late.
Oh, damn it.
It's been said.
No,
It's
we're
been
done.
said.
We're
It's too
done
late,
here.
my boy. It's too late, my boy.
Oh no! Okay.
Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood.
4.
This is great. Oh, this has been great. Wow. One Piece.
1.
All right. That,
Easy
you,
one.
at least, hey, you got 2 of these right. Eminence and Shadow is number 2 for you.
Oh hell no, man!
this is so great. I was about to say, this is wonderful.
No!
This is wonderful.
No! Oh, why you put that in there? You set me up.
Joe, I could not have
Hey, I
played
gave
that
a mix.
better myself.
I gave a
set
mix.
me
I
up.
gave a mix. I gave you at least.
know.
I gave you 3 shows. I gave you 3 shows that I knew you would like. You put your top 10 show down at 5. That's on you, not me.
Wow, you know what? I didn't play well. I need to get back in the gym. You know what I'm saying? Go enter into my training arc. Because let me tell you, I don't like Eminence and Shadow.
Let's go. Rapid fire question. So, if you could hang out with one anime character for a day.
Naruto.
Okay. Naruto's abilities or Luffy's ability. And by the way, Luffy can swim.
Luffy can swim.
He can.
Yeah.
By Naruto's ability, you just talking about like.
But
you're
like
not-
you, so basically, you would adapt. You would have these abilities. Would you rather have all of Naruto's abilities,
Or all
would you
Naruto.
rather have Luffy's abilities?
Naruto.
But you can swim. Okay.
Naruto. Yeah, Shadow Clone Jutsu. I'm getting all my work done.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Teleportation or flight.
Teleportation. Yeah, that's easy.
If you could be isekai'd into a world with your wifey, who would it be? Or where
With
would
my
it be?
wife. With my wifey.
Yeah.
Or Rising of the Shield Hero. I love me a good level up game. I love it.
Pokemon or Power World?
Video game wise?
Yes. Video game wise. Do it. Do it.
Power World,
I
bro.
want you
It's
to.
Power World.
Yes.
Power
Let's
World.
go.
Power World.
Yes.
I gotta
Power World. If Pokemon does what Power World did, it would be Pokemon, but it's Power World.
Okay. Oda
you're right.
rushes to finish or Oda never finishes?
Never. No.
Yeah.
No.
I love this. Is the best question that I've come up with because both. Let's go.
Just never finish it, bro. I'm gonna be
Let's
mad
go.
Why
at
is
the ending, bro.
everybody
go.
like that?
Because
Just
bro,
never finish it.
I
Yes.
do not want to. I do not want to die without knowing how One Piece ends.
I don't want to die knowing that One Piece flopped at the ending.
Exactly.
I don't want that at all.
too much of a masterpiece for it to end in such a horrible way. Nah,
Yeah,
bro.
that would hurt.
Just
me so
cut it.
much.
Just cut it.
Cut it.
Either that or when
fine.
I get to heaven, I need for Jesus to like have a TV up there and like we can still continue this on. I have some.
Like Jesus, press fast forward real quick.
Jesus is a
Let me
One Piece
just know.
fan. Jesus is a One Piece fan.
He's absolutely a One Piece fan. Have you seen Sun Guy Nico? Absolutely. Anyway, not doing that. Gon or Killua?
Killua,
Okay.
My guy.
First anime crush.
Hinata, waifu for life.
Favorite anime villain.
Maruto.
Wake up to
We just going Naruto here, huh?
Yeah,
It's just straight Naruto, huh?
it's
Okay.
Madara, bro. Madara is the guy.
If you could watch one anime for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Naruto.
The second after all these questions, like he's gonna say Naruto. If only one
Naruto.
anime, Naruto.
No, actually, I think One Piece. Probably One Piece. Actually, yeah, because One Piece is so long, and it's rightfully long. And I'm currently rewatching One Piece now. I have rewatched Naruto 3 times, and I have found little nuggets every single time I watched it, and I love it for that. But I think One Piece just has a little bit more to offer than Naruto, so I would actually say One Piece.
Okay, that was fun. All right,
That never finished or
bro,
finish quick.
that's hard,
question?
bro.
Ooh,
That's hard.
Yeah, he got
That even hurt me to say, but never.
Yeah,
finish
it really does.
He got to finish
Yeah.
that for me. I can't die without
Nah,
it.
bro.
He got to finish that.
Nah, because you can't do it. You can't do it wrong. One Piece, it rushes it, and the One Piece is the power of friendship. Like this, I'm not doing
I'll
that.
be so pissed if the
Bro,
ending
sick.
is the. Well, he already
Sick.
clarified.
I was about to say,
but
he
a lot
already
of
said
people
Right,
that.
saying-
exactly. But all of a sudden, now
Yeah.
he's gotta rush it, and that's the best way you can finish it out. I don't know. Like,
You got too much setup, man. I say this about Oda all the time. Oda is there's one other writer that is close to or on par with Oda, and that's the writer of Attack on Titan. The writer of Attack on Titan did a masterful job at writing that story and thought everything out to the T. But Oda also does that. Oda does not skip a beat on anything. You know, if you see something in episode 3, you might not see it for a while, but then it's gonna come back on you on like episode 800 something. You're gonna be like, oh my god.
yeah, no, for sure.
That's why
for sure.
I saw that back then. You know,
For
and
sure.
Oda is so intentional, man.
Do you
He's
read the
an
manga at
intentional
all?
Writer. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I do.
And no manga spoilers. No manga spoilers. But did you read the last chapter, right?
I have not.
No, not the latest chapter, but I read the
Okay.
one before. I gotta read the latest
Okay.
chapter.
Okay. There's just some folks that pull up to the party, and I'm excited. That's all.
I'm gonna read it after this.
No, I got spoiled. But when I
It's
tell
okay.
you,
It's
I
only,
did not
it's only
care.
right that you did. You didn't?
I
No,
did
because
not.
you know who. Because of. Never mind. Anyway.
I
Anyway.
had to.
Anyway. Yeah. We're gonna stop. Yep.
We're gonna see.
Mhm.
We're gonna see.
Yeah, you're gonna see. Closing questions. We got for you, bud. Is there anything you would go back and change about your journey, your content creation journey, even going as far back as to? I'll take this out. Start not taking out the whole dance trend thing. Take that out. But anything outside of that, we can even specifically say the anime content creation journey, throwing Twitch, all that stuff. Is there anything you would go back and change, or would you leave it how it is?
I think that I think when I initially hear that question, the first thing that comes to mind is like, oh, I would want to start off PG-13. But I think that the way that everything is intended to play out, I think that God has things play out a certain way for a certain reason, you know? And I think that me showing that, oh, this is what my worldly mind wanted me to do at first, and then choosing to do what like God wants me to do over that, and like overcoming this mindset, I think that that's super intentional, and I think that it shows where my heart is. So I don't think that I would change anything. I think that I would just let everything play out the way that it played out. You know, it's okay to have a certain part of your journey that you're not super proud of, but I think that you can also look back on that and be like, oh, that moment built character, or oh, that moment shows that I chose this path instead of this path or something, you know? So I think that I'm okay with how everything played out. You know, I might not be proud of everything, but I'm okay with how everything played out.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
I'm not changing anything.
So, what advice would you give to someone who aspires to be like you?
Like a content creator?
Yeah, whether it's a content creator or a dancer or what have you.
I think just figure out exactly what you want to be, you know, and understand that it's okay to change as well. You know, you can start off with an idea, and like you can start off being like, oh, I just want to do comedy skits or whatever. But then later on down the line, you realize, oh, I have a really big passion for food, and I want to like freaking do a Jordan the Stallion or do a Keith Lee or something. Like I want to do food reviews and stuff. If you want to do that, that's fine. I think it's just be okay and proud of whatever you put out and whatever you do. You know, make sure that you're okay with it first before anybody else, and understand that there are going to be like ups and downs. You know, sometimes you're going to have hits. Sometimes you're going to get those millions of views. Sometimes you're only going to get a few thousand, and that's okay. It doesn't mean that you suck. It just means that that's part of the journey, and you got to understand that every single part of the journey is going to build character in some kind of way, but you have to go through these bumps in order to obtain longevity. I don't even think that I've obtained longevity yet. I've been around, since 2021, so I got about 3 years in. That's not a long time to me. I'm still figuring out stuff, you know. So this advice that I'm giving right now, it might change in like 2 years, 3 years, you know. It might change to something different because I'm going to be in a different mindset at that time. But that's okay, because I know that I'm subject to change, and I'm okay with that change, you know. So I would just say that, just be okay with change, and be okay with your journey, and be proud of whatever it is you do, because it's only gonna build you up, you know. But be consistent too. Yeah. Be that as well, you know. Don't just stop because you're unsure, you know. Work in that uncertainty, you know. And yeah, that's pretty much all I would say.
Great advice. All right, man. Appreciate the time. Go ahead and open that bomb up, so we can get the recording of the house blowing up. The whole. Once you find the ticking time bomb, just drop it down the air vent to the neighbors below.
I want to show y'all. Okay, I'm covering up my address, but you already did a good job at that. He put "don't open yet" on all sides of this. This don't look suspicious to you? Like, at all?
Little backstory, y'all. I tried to be a good friend. Well, I guess we weren't friends. Good stranger to Tracy in the past. Maybe about a year ago. I discovered that Tracy was a big fan of One Piece trading cards. Big One Piece fan, obviously. So I tried to get him some trading cards. And at a time, I went a little crazy with the trading cards. I have a whole bunch. And so I was like, still do. But I had some boxes unopened. I was like, hey, Tracy, you could have a bunch of these because I don't need them. Woo! And he was very skeptical, did not tell me he wanted it. So here we go.
I was scared, man. I was terrified.
Just as scary as he is right now with this box.
Get out here, player. Okay, all right. You already know how I feel about my dog.
Yeah.
Thank you. I actually do not have one yet. Well,
I noticed. I noticed that you didn't.
Got one that's on the skin, man. Thank you for that. This is a gift, not a bomb.
Not a bomb. No bomb. Shout out Shay for helping me figure out exactly who your two favorite characters were.
Hey!
So yeah.
You know,
Law.
Law's my favorite character, man. That's my guy. Hey, Shay. That's why you said Shay's the GOAT.
That's why I said Shay's the GOAT.
That's why. Oh my God. What is, bro? You did not give me some graded cards, bro.
You're right. I did not. We did. That is a we thing. So.
Bro, I'm finna cry. Wait a minute. Stop, man. Come on, dude.
Thank you from us. We appreciate your time, man. We know you're.
Why are you acting like you don't do enough for me?
We
Why
know
are you acting like
listen,
this?
bro. Listen, this is something that we do every time we have a guest on the show. We gotta say our thank you. Appreciate your time, especially big time. We got schmooze with the big time creators.
Oh my god.
You know what I'm saying? Make sure we stay in their good graces, bro.
Man, please,
but no,
man.
for real, like we really appreciate your time, bro. I know you got a whole bunch of stuff doing. You're doing your content creator thing, Twitch. Yeah, obviously a dance studio. We took 2.5 hours away from you and the wifey. Like you know what I'm saying? I know how important that is to you. We know how important that is to you. So we just wanted to say thank you, man, for real, from the bottom of our heart.
Oh man, dude, thank you so much, man.
Yeah.
No, thank you for having me. I was really looking forward to this podcast. You will actually be the first to say this is the first podcast I've ever been on. So I've never been on one, never done one before, never done something like interview style like this too. So this was really cool. So thank you for having me on and
Absolutely,
having this be my first time, man. Appreciate you, dude.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Pressure P. I appreciate you. Hey, remember, it ain't the pacing, it's your patience.
It's your patience. But when I tell you I am about to say something like that when it comes to Sunday school, I don't know where I'm finna put that at. We're going to be talking about in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. And I'm going to be like, let me tell you what I learned today.
God's got his own storyline for you now.
Man.
God's on his own pacing. You working on his pacing. All you need to work on is your patience.
Boy, see, look how you tied that on in there.
Hey, bring Tracy on in there, bro. Just go ahead, FaceTime Tracy real quick. But yeah, go ahead, Tracy. Plug your socials real quick since I didn't do that in the beginning.
Yeah, of course, man. It's Tracy Allen. I'm Tracy Allen on every platform you can think of, except for Twitter. I don't really be on that like that. But on everything, I'm Tracy Allen. I am TracyAllen on everything. Come and follow your boy.
Yes, sir.
With that is the end of the episode. Appreciate you guys' time. Appreciate you guys paying attention and watching the episode. Tracy, appreciate your time.
Yes, sir.
And with that, we're out. Peace.
There you go.